I do need to do this one so then I can have a nice number.
Okay. Oh, the nice. Wait, the nice.
Oh, 3 more
Oh,
subs.
god damn it! Undead.
A nice
Yep.
number.
Oh, what?
Oh
Nice.
shit.
Oh, and you gave 1 to Tarrok.
Yeah, let's go. I appreciate you.
Son of a
I
shit.
appreciate you too.
Son of a shit.
You were
I'll make
caught
that
me
next
out
to
of
a garbage
crossfire.
pail. Oh.
Sorry.
Crossfire.
Do-do-do-do.
Da-na-na-na.
Crossfire.
Oh my god. The
Dude,
nostalgia.
TV, your reactive is so good.
Wait, what is it? What do I have it set as?
It's a little dude that's like he's like doing the like come at me bro.
Yeah, he's
kind
doing
of,
the
like,
square
pose.
up.
Oh yeah. The little gremlin guy.
Tarrok's just popping out of a trash can.
Absolutely.
And
I have a trash
Bio.
can one as well, but I didn't have it today.
And then Bio is just a doll that's sitting on the desk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
Don't
is
touch me. I'll scream.
TV, like it looks like whenever you talk, you're like grumble, grumble, grumble,
Yeah.
grumble, grumble.
Yeah.
Specifically at me, too.
Yeah, it looks like you're growling at him.
Everybody should raid Gil. Go do
Yeah.
it. Go do it now.
Alright, let me go live real quick.
Oh man, this is a great cold open. Good evening, Swamp Kids, and welcome to another episode of ChronoCorps. I am your GM as always, Gil Swamp Guy, the Bog Father, the Patriarch against the Patriarchy. And I am joined by a lovely cast once again. We'll go down the table, starting with Undead Commander.
Hello, everybody. I'm Undead Commander, also known as Gil Swamp Guy, and I'm playing Bruno Wilde today.
I will never escape this fucking bit.
Yeah, you will never escape it. Ever since the re-debut of your 2.0 model, just amazing. Have to be Gil Swamp Guy. By the way, if you aren't Gil Swamp Guy, try being Gil Swamp Guy. Follow, subscribe, and definitely check out those socials and bring up that algorithm.
Yeah. Because if you're a Gil Swamp Guy, when Gil Swamp Guy succeeds, you do too.
We're hive mind here.
Yes, we are.
Like an HOA.
Oh god, no.
Oh jeez, no. Yeah.
I would like to put the disclaimer out that I am not as evil as an HOA.
But you know HOA stands for hive-minded assholes, right?
Oh no, that one. Okay, that one's fine. That one's cool. That one can stand. That one can stand. That's brilliant. Sitting on the table, we've got Biosteampunk.
Hi, I'm Bio. I'm a VTuber for fun. And I stream variety streams.
Thank God.
Oh, also, I did a OneCoin crowd control stream this morning, and that went amazing.
Let me ask you something. Are you Gil Swamp Guy?
I am the Bio Gil Swamp Guy.
Nice.
Oh damn.
Yeah, it's in my contract that I'm obligated to be Bio whatever you want.
Makes sense. That tracks.
Yeah.
Next to Bio, we have TVHEADD.
Hi, I am TVHEADD. I am also Gil Swamp Guy, just so you know. Just to put that on the table, just all cards down. Also one of those guys. Yeah. I stream sometimes. You can find me. It's all out there. Whatever. Next person.
Yeah, next person, and that would be Tarrok.
Hello, everybody. I'm Tarrok Ember. I'm the lewd Gil Swamp Guy.
Jesus.
I'm a 18 plus variety VTuber. And yeah, I'm also your new favorite Eldritch horror. So,
You gonna guest spot in my Call of Cthulhu campaign?
maybe.
This Eldritch monstrosity has some really saucy art behind it. Can you explain it?
No, I will not be explaining
Whispers
it.
to you seductively.
Oh, this is tasteful artwork if I've ever seen it.
Hello there.
Why
Hey,
is Eldritch Abomination throwing it back so hard, though? Like, what the fuck?
So now we got two trash can fellas.
Light's lower lip.
Hey, yo! I didn't know we were suckers for love.
God damn it. It's a
Rise
great
up.
game. And then finally, at the end of the table, we have Dapper Pumpkin, aka Gray.
I am Graeskar. I'm a pumpkin.
I love that that's your intro every single time. Nothing more, nothing less.
Important question: are you also Gil Swamp Guy?
No.
Oh damn!
We have an
shit.
imposter.
What?
We have an imposter. We found him. There's always one.
Yep, we win.
Got him.
We can do our tasks without impedance. That was a really bad Among Us joke. Anyway, before we get started, a couple of announcements. Next Saturday, we're doing a Project Open Table one-shot of Monster of the Week, which TVHEADD is in also.
Yay!
Yeah. Speaking of Project Open Table, we're really starting to ramp up everything prior to our full public launch. Actually, two of the other people sitting at this table are fellow founders of Project Open Table, that being Undead and TVHEADD.
Also, hint, it's not bio.
Yeah, so we're really excited to start getting that officially off the ground. We just got a couple more things to do. If you are in mine or Undead's or TVHEADD's communities and you would like to join in before we open our doors to the public, there should be an application form for my channel, or for my Discord server. It's in TTRPG General. Yeah, you can just get in here early, see what we're about. And what we're about is providing, or attempting to provide, the safest place for tabletop role-playing. That we've really been doing our due diligence to make sure that everything is set the way that we would like to see the community grow in a positive manner. Undead TV, do you guys have anything you want to add about that?
Undead, go ahead.
Well, I would like to go and say that with how we've been curating Project Open Table at this point, we've brought in a lot of people, whom of which are of different walks of life, different experiences, and this also includes in the TTRPG space. This is something that is amazing for a lot of us who are GMs and want to actually experiment around with new systems. Because Project Open Table, yes, we want you to go and play other like TTRPGs, but we are not against people playing D&D or Pathfinder or other major games. It's open for all tables in general. We just want to make sure that everybody who joins in understands that we're here to go and make a proper, safe space for you to be able to play in whatever game that you've been wanting to be able to play in, or for you to at least try running games. We want to go and provide a learning atmosphere as well, something that we've been playing around with and would love to be able to hear more about from anybody who is interested. We are playing around with the idea of doing TTRPG workshops, which would be nice for people to learn systems from those of us that have a lot more experiences in some than others.
Very well put. I mean, yeah, that's basically it. Like, Gil and Undead already said a lot of it. But basically, there's a, especially in online spaces, there's sort of a trust issue. Like it's hard to pair people together. It's like, yeah, well, I don't know if you're kind of weird, gonna be some kind of pest or something. You know what I mean? Like it's rough out there, folks. So this is a way of vetting GMs and putting them with vetted players, and everybody's copacetic and everybody gets along, and for the most part, it's been pretty fucking rad so far. And yeah, I'm glad to be a part of it.
And we hang out in there quite often. So if you end up joining at all, whenever you apply, you'll most likely see us hanging out, playing games, talking. It doesn't have to all be TTRPGs. It can also just be a nice, safe community for you to be able to just unwind.
Yeah, absolutely. And I should probably put the message out there that you don't have to be a VTuber or a streamer or really have any online presence to be able to join Project Open Table. This is a very inclusive community, not just for people of different walks of life, regardless of like your gender identity or what have you, or anything like that. But just like I said, you don't have to be a content creator to be able to come and hang out with us. If you want to be part of a safe, welcoming community that loves tabletop games, then you're already pretty good for consideration. We do not discriminate in that aspect.
Like quite a few games with quite a few varying folks, and I'll say it's like the ones that I've run, like for the people that I've run for, they've been amazing. My last one definitely proved that Grid is cursed. He was rolling so bad. Oh my god.
Yeah, he was not rolling very well.
He was rolling so horrible, and he was by himself fighting like scorpion people on an alien planet. Meanwhile, everybody else, like, Gray is off in the distance with his pistol, landing shots. Meanwhile, Grid, with a heavy support weapon, is missing from virtually point-blank range.
Woof.
But yeah, so like I said, Project Open Table, if you're in any of our communities, the link to submit an application before we go public is somewhere. So definitely check that out, and if you'd rather wait until the doors go public, keep an eye on my Twitter, Undead's Twitter, Undead TV's Twitter, and you'll find out from there. Outside of that, like I said, next week, Monster of the Week. We're doing ChronoCorps Part 6 on the 6th of August. Or, sorry, not August, April. Holy shit, I got my months mixed.
Damn, we're going so far
We're not
ahead.
doing
A bit of a
anything
break.
Yeah, we're taking a huge ass break from ChronoCorps. No. April 6th, I almost did it again. April 6th is Part 6 of ChronoCorps. There's going to be a couple returning faces for that are already at the table.
Hi.
Because the way that I structure who gets to play is whoever has the least amount of playtime gets higher priority. Just to make sure that everybody gets like an equal amount in, or roughly. So there's that, and then taking a break on the 13th because it's the Mrs.'s birthday.
Ooh.
So that weekend there will be no stream. The 20th will be off stream as well, but it will be a Discord community event. We're going to be doing karaoke night too.
Oh,
so
shit.
If you want to know more about karaoke night 2, Electric Blue, check out my Discord server. That's where it's at.
Nice.
And I think that's about it leading up to that. Yeah. If there's nothing else, let's go ahead and get into the game. All right. So we've already seen a pretty good variety of missions so far. First one had to do with a certain elected official choosing to become the best wrestler in the world as opposed to becoming the 16th president. We've seen the re-assassination of Caligula. We've seen, what else have we done? There was the one about the Burfies.
There was the pug.
Yeah, in the Order of the Pug. Those
I'm
are
glad we
pretty good.
stole that idol.
But our agents are in for a real treat tonight because they will be going further back than we have. And to kind of set the stage, we need to head to ChronoCorps.
Hooray!
Hey. The Dyson Sphere.
Sphere.
So,
The Dyson Quicker Picker Upper Spear.
Paul.
we are back at the ChronoCorps Starbase, where everything has been relatively calm. There hasn't been a call for a divergence correction in a hot minute. As we kind of weave between the corridors of this massive community, we eventually find ourselves in the engineering department, where we've come across our favorite post-apocalypse maintenance guy doing a little bit of tinkering on our favorite robotic detective.
Which I'm sorry. Who's robotic again?
It's
Jim.
it's Jim Arbor.
Oh, Jim. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
I
me.
want to make sure that.
Wow, we sure do know our characters.
Look, it's been a hot second. Yes. What was I doing again?
So as we make our way to the engineering department, we see Jim Arbor kind of sitting up on one of the workbenches, and we see Lloyd kind of running a diagnostics on his parts, especially after the Order of the Pug episode where Jim kind of got pretty messed up in the combat.
Look, Lloyd, I'm sure it's not dog piss, but I would like some analytics, please.
No, it's definitely dog piss. I mean, like, I don't even have to scan it. I mean, you just smell like piss.
Look, I'm hoping it's just, like, those guys were weird. Let me tell you. Those guys, I swear, like, they had, like, to get in, you had to crawl on your hands and knees.
I'm
Like-
glad I wasn't a part of this mission. That sounds horrible.
Dude, I swear, one of the guests must have pissed on me. It's just. Do you have anything to get out the piss?
I mean, honestly, this is some kind of older equipment. I mean, I'd like to do a swap out, but I mean, I don't know if you're like attached, like emotionally as well as physically to this. But I'd swap out parts for new, but that's me.
I mean, some of these parts have been with me for years, you know?
Yeah, but we can always make improvements. I'll tell you what, we'll just do a quick cleaning, and we'll do a restoration. He's like on his pad. He's like programming some things. And we'll, you let me know if you want to make things better. He puts he sprays a sort of like a mist onto you, which turns into sort of a gray goop, which goes over your entire arm, cleaning it, but also repairing any nicks and scratches in the alloys and metals, and reconfiguring things as they sort of should be. Not completely rebuilding it, but like basically without taking it apart, getting in there, and then the gray goo falls out and disperses into Lloyd's hand, which he just sort of grasps it, and then it just sort of disappears into his hand.
Jim Arbor looks down on his arm and kind of sniffs it a bit. It still smells a bit, doesn't it?
It really shouldn't. That should have sterilized it. Maybe that's on your clothes. I'd take a change of. I'd get changed.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I need to finish. I need to finish. I need to finally visit the laundromat.
Yeah. He. Oh, go ahead.
It's been a few weeks.
Oh, jeez.
So, as you guys are talking, you hear what sounds like an avalanche of tools falling. And as you look back, you see Scrumple Shanks.
Scrumple, what are you doing over there?
Apparently, I'm knocking shit over.
You really shouldn't be back there. It's very dangerous.
I work here.
You work here?
We
Wait,
all work here. There's
Eh,
wait, they putting people in my department? I'm like the only person in this department. Why?
no. We all work on the sphere.
Right. But this is my department. Stay out of my tools.
Yeah, Scrumple, stay out of his tools. What? No, what are you doing here?
is- what am I doing here?
I mean,
Doc, I think he might have amnesia.
I mean, it's fine. I mean, if you got lost, that's okay. But I'm just saying, you know, I just don't want you to get hurt, because then that's more paperwork that I have to fill out. Does that make sense? I'm just, you know, like, I'm not mad. It's just like.
What?
And you're like,
Where am I though?
You're in the engineering department with Lloyd and Jim Arbor.
That is where I work.
Oh, you wait. He confused and sort of like surly. He goes over, walks over to you, grabs your ID, like if it's on a little clippy, your ID badge. He like kind of grabs it, swipes it onto his like data pad, and clips it back to your shirt. And he's like looks up I look up Scrumple's dossier basically.
Yeah, it's been a minute since we've seen Scrumple, Shanks. Scrumple, what is your whole deal?
Oh, basically like between 3 and 4 feet tall rat person that fucked up really bad on a machine and was transported dimensionally onto the ship.
Huh. Were you always like this?
Like what?
I mean, you know,
Short. He's being short.
diminutive and hairy.
Is there something wrong with being short and hairy?
No, I'm
No.
just asking if you're always like that.
Because
I'm
wondering if you were
suspecting-
always short.
I'm suspecting teleporter incident, but that's just me.
Look, just because a man's hairy doesn't mean there's anything wrong with him.
Not
No.
my fucking fault all you people are so tall and naked.
Right. What department does it say Scrumple is in?
Yeah, because you're more Lloyd's more maintenance. Scrumple is actually is a fellow engineer of sorts as well.
Oh, okay. So he's like kind of. Go ahead.
I was just gonna ask Gray if he had any specialty as far as like the engineering department goes.
No, not really.
Just kind of general engineering.
Just general, yeah.
He kind of swipes through the things. Oh, I get this now. I asked like a couple decades ago for a guy who can get in tight spaces and like crawl through ducts and things. I didn't think they'd actually get me. Huh. Okay, yeah, sure. I guess you're supposed to be here. Then reorganize the tools, I guess. And he just kind of goes over and sits down and like kicks up his feet. He's like,
They're not my
whatever, like,
fucking
shrug.
tools. Do it yourself.
Okay. And then he goes, I'm on break.
Doesn't look like it.
Oh, you guys are like a married couple already. Let me just pick up the tools.
And from there, we are going to move over to the Wilde Speak, where we see Bruno behind the bar as per usual, and sitting at the bar, we have Rutherford Price the First.
To him, I says, that's not my wife, that's my dog. Jeez.
I will never get over your character voice for him.
It was so,
Not sure
it was
how
so
to
loud it cut
respond to
off.
that. I feel like I'm missing context. By chance, could you give me more?
It's a joke. Like, there's no real context behind joke. Like, it ruins the fun of the joke if I give context.
And I imagine your butler is just like, very good, sir, very good, like little golf clap.
Oh, absolutely.
100% though. Rutherford left no context because of the fact he just walked up to the bar and said it. Just there was never any like story, never any punchline. It was just him walking up and being like, and that's not my wife, that's my dog.
Well, I'm sorry about your dog wife.
No.
I hope she gets better.
Thank you. I suppose I don't really have a dog or a wife. Well, I did have a dog, but I don't have it anymore. You see, I fell through this
condolences,
portal.
friend.
I went into this wardrobe and then I was here on the ship.
I read that book, the Narnia one. Oh, yeah. Marty, let me read it.
What Narnia book? What is Narnia?
The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Why is there a lion with a witch, and why do they both have a wardrobe?
They're in the wardrobe. It's Narnia.
In the wardrobe?
It's a magical world.
I can believe it if a witch and a lion both can fit inside the wardrobe.
You'd love it. You and your dog wife.
I will keep that in mind. I will keep that along with this thing called the Lion King. I don't know what that is, but one of the people, I believe it was Marty, that said something about the lion. No, lions. Is the Lion King involved with the witch in the wardrobe?
That's one of those Disney movies. I was in the middle of catching up with one of those picture shows.
What is a Disney then?
I think it's the brand.
Oh, can I buy a Disney?
I think so. I was told that the owner's just a head now.
Interesting. Technology astounds me.
As do I. It's baffling. The amazing things on this starbase, and the amazing people. All of colorful sorts. Love them all.
I feel like listening to this conversation, I mean, out of character, of course, I feel like I'm just having an aneurysm. Like, it's just like the blind leading the blind.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, this is
amazing.
gold.
Oh, yeah. It's good. It's just like the blind leading the blind. Like, it's just like round and round circular conversation.
I'll have you know I'm deaf in one ear.
I feel like I should jump in at some point.
It's at this point that you guys hear that very familiar alarm go off.
No, that's wrong.
Oh, someone's laundry.
That's copyright, stop it!
Someone's laundry is done.
And then you hear over the intercom, Bruno, Rutherford, Lloyd, Scrumple, and Jim, please report to the telepad thing. I still haven't come up with a good name for it. That's Bruno, Rutherford, Lloyd, Scrumple, and Jim. It's mission time.
Oh, hell yeah.
Rutherford reaches into the fanny pack that he has from last mission and pulls out the dagger that Lloyd gave him. It's mission time! And much like a child running with scissors, runs out the door.
That's the spirit! As Bruno's going to hop over the bar and, like, run right behind him.
How do the other
Just
three react?
Full on Theodore Roosevelt, just bully!
Yeah.
Bully!
Jim Arbor hops off the medical bed and pulls over his coat like Full Metal Alchemist style, like, all right, time to get to work. Quickly, to the bachelor pad, or whatever it is.
Donnie, don't let anyone behind the bar!
Alright.
The time pad.
Yeah. We make our way there, and as we're going into the place, like, I guess Scrumple and Lloyd are just kind of walking there. Everyone else is sort of in a hustle. And as we're walking in, I'm just like, so your mere existence seems to suggest the existence of alternate timelines, which really shouldn't exist given the current cosmology of the timeline as it stands. That's not how ChronoCorps normally does. That's interesting. That deserves investigation.
I mean, to be fair, I never really thought about it either, but here the fuck I am, so not much to do about it.
Interesting.
So the five of you eventually do arrive in the time chamber. And as you report in, you see that for the first time, it seems like Kimberly Robles, the director of all the people in the time chamber, is actually very interested suddenly in the work that her employees are doing. She almost doesn't notice you when you guys first come in.
Don Maku spotted. Points. Points. Okay. I guess yeah, we'll kind of do the
Miss Kimberly!
She finally, like, she doesn't really even like turn too much. She just looks over her shoulder at you and goes, "Oh, good, you're here. Listen, guys, this you know how I normally have like kind of like a thing that you guys have to go do. Yeah, I don't got shit this time. Whatever data that normally comes through the little crack in time that we're able to shoot you guys through, it's being blocked."
What do you mean it's being blocked?
That's a fantastic fucking question now, isn't it?
And what are we to do about it?
I don't know. All I know is that you guys are going back to the Paleolithic Era.
It's a timeline. It should provide some time detail.
That's what I've been saying, but I've ran every bit of code that I could think of, and I'm not getting anything, you guys. There's something is going on down in Africa, about 2 million, well, roughly, the Paleolithic Era, and I'm not getting any details. Like, there's no thing that I could tell you as to what you're supposed to do there, because for some reason that information is either it's being blocked or it doesn't exist, which should be impossible because I should be able to see every fucking thing that happens on these computers here.
Yeah.
Well,
one of you guys installed Space Cadet Paintball again. I swear to God, that wrecked the last machine we had.
Kim, do you think it's possible that it's intentionally being blocked?
That's a very good question. It's a theory. That's possible, but I don't know how that could happen. But yeah, so I don't know what you guys are going up against, honestly. All I know is you're going back to prehistoric times.
So you're sending us back there, not knowing if we'll ever be able to come back at all?
Well, you should be able to come back as long as your devices don't get destroyed, but I mean, I just don't know what's supposed to happen. I don't know what you guys are preventing or causing. I just know you have to go back. You have to go back there, and the director. I asked the director about this, and she's just as puzzled as we are. She said she was going to be looking into things on her end, but yeah, I don't know. She said to just send you guys out anyway because this might be some sort of anomaly that's beyond what we're used to.
Oh, hold on. Why were we picked?
Because you guys were available.
Fantastic.
Right.
Bully!
So
Also, I installed Solitaire on that computer.
Well,
Bruno
Solitaire
comes
doesn't do
pre-installed on
anything
every Xbox.
came with the Xbox. Yeah. I will say this as far as running theories go. I mean, classified information, though unlikely, could be one. But I'm looking at this at a more when there's a lack of hard data. Metaphysical theory kind of takes precedent for me. I think the lack of any information is a clue in itself. It could be something with a unlikelihood so high and a catastrophe so wide that it could potentially wipe out all timeline that comes afterwards. And if that were to happen, then that would mean that nothing else would happen from there, meaning we would have no data because the things that happened didn't happen.
Well,
So,
I had a similar experience to this a long time ago, back in 2001.
yeah.
See, back then, I was on a space odyssey of sorts.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And there was this black monolith that wiped out information as it got close to it. Real crazy stuff. It sent me halfway across the universe and back. I met a baby me, and it was all kinds of crazy.
This is Kimberly.
Yeah, Bruno.
Have we ever traveled back this far?
According to my reports, no. This is as far back as ChronoCorps has ever gone.
Then, might I pose this? Is this the start of a new timeline? Which is why we have no information.
Yeah, I think that's what Lloyd was kind of alluding to, is that the thing that happened back then was so unprecedented that it caused everything, literally everything that happened afterwards, to not happen at all. So if that's the case, then it's especially important that we send you guys out.
I missed all of that because he's too smart for me.
I also missed all that.
Sorry. I will say something that gives me confidence, though, is that because there is no precedent, that means that anything we do when we go back there is potentially something we were supposed to do. And the timeline, by our very presence, is attempting to heal itself. Potentially. It could be a self-sealing hole, but there's no way to know.
I
Yeah,
think
sure.
as entities that exist outside the timeline, we could, in fact, be that patch.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I can tell, you guys are weapons free on this one.
Mashes fist into metal fist. Anything
Fantastic.
I pull my ray gun out and aim it, and you hear a small hum as it starts to come alive. Excellent. That's all I needed to hear.
I'm going to punch a dinosaur.
Just don't step on any butterflies.
Okay.
All right.
I love that movie. Ashton Kutcher, right?
Who?
Anyway,
Huh?
don't worry about it.
Kutcher?
We're get on the pad. Get on the pad. We gotta go.
Okay.
What, 2001 Space Odyssey, or...
That
Anyway,
was
It was
also
a
a movie,
space
yeah.
odyssey.
It's a David
Don't
Bowie
talking
song.
dilly-dally. Everyone on board. We have dinosaurs to punch.
let's
We
go!
have to save Disney.
No, we don't, but let's go anyway.
What the fuck is a Disney?
That's
tell
what
you.
I would also like to know at some point. However,
I'll tell
we
you
have
when
to
you're
save
older.
them.
What?
Do you
How much
promise?
older?
I'll tell you when you're older.
As you guys are piling onto the teleporter pad, you hear the furious clacking of computer keys around you, and you hear and feel the device begin to come alive. And Kimberly just kind of like looks at you, kind of side eyes you from her computer, and for the first time, you kind of see genuine concern.
Don't worry, Miss
Fun.
Kimberly. We'll come back alive, and we'll definitely fix something.
That voice crack doesn't exactly give confidence.
You hear
We'll definitely fix something.
you hear the machine, the whirring and the machinations begin to get louder and louder before you feel yourself being compressed and thinned and flattened, and you are then shot through the vortex of space-time. You guys have all been on missions before, so you don't have to roll physique to be able to withstand the motion sickness. But it takes a little bit longer than your previous jumps tend to, and you find yourself in the Paleolithic Era.
Yeah.
Look at that bluff! It's lying!
I guess I'll try and get a readout of I guess local atmospheres and just as much data as I can about the local area.
Yeah, totally. So you do your reading. The air is far cleaner here than you've ever experienced. Very pure. There seems to be there's zero man-made of anything that you can find. And a lot of the fauna that your kind of scouting nanobots can be able to detect, many of them are already are extinct by the time it gets to like your time period. But that here they are walking around.
Can I declare a friend in every port?
What? Hold on. We got to run back with that. We got to remember what that fucking stunt does. Let me.
Well, I mean, whenever you enter a settlement, you may declare you visited before.
What the fuck?
The only thing that I'll say is that there's no settlement here.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Somebody build a hut.
If we enter a settlement, I will activate it.
I was gonna say, if somebody builds a a quote unquote settlement, the person that Jim will know there is us.
I mean, that is true.
It just dawns on him. It's like, I know that guy.
Wait a minute, Lloyd, I know you.
Yeah, you guys are basically out in these this barren kind of rocky lands. There seems to be zero sign of any sort of civilization.
I don't know what we're doing here.
Africa looks like Nevada.
What's in Nevada?
I'll tell you
What
when
is
you're
in
older.
Nevada?
Okay.
We could be here to introduce new microbes. We could be here to kick dirt. I have no idea what it is we're supposed to be doing.
Let me look with my special eyes. I'll try and find us a settlement.
Lloyd, I have a
Yes?
request,
Yes.
and it's unorthodox.
Okay.
Can you turn off our communication? Just for a moment.
I think we
Going through and scanning, I guess. My theory is that it's already cut, but I want to confirm that.
So the communications that you guys I'm assuming Bruno's referring to are like the earpieces that you guys get at the beginning of every mission now, since Lloyd has basically made that so. That allows you to not only be able to translate between what the inhabitants of your targeted time and place are speaking, but also be able to communicate with each other across long distances.
Oh,
The,
Bruno,
the
is that what you meant?
communication, so that's what you're thinking that Bruno's meaning?
Yeah.
No. With ChronoCorps.
Oh.
Right. No, that's I was on the same page with Bruno.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You could potentially do that.
Yeah, my theory when he says that is that it's already cut. Like when we set foot here, since there's that block, my thinking is it's on both sides. So like they couldn't pierce into here, and now that we're here, we're sort of like can't really reach out, but I want to check and confirm that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you typically on a mission, you guys aren't able to really talk back and forth between your time zone, and the ChronoCorps.
But there's a connection, right? They like know where we're at all times.
You run the diagnostics on your return devices, and there is no connection back to ChronoCorps.
Yeah, I kind of figured. I relay that. I go, well, that checks out. We ceased to be connected to ChronoCorps sphere, starbase.
We can't get back
as soon as we got here.
I'm pretty sure we can get back, but I just wanted to know for a reason.
Okay.
Kimberly was concerned.
Yeah.
Which means she might believe that this is sabotage. Actual sabotage. We deal with time.
Mm-hmm.
That's our job. Somebody might have come back here. Somebody might have wiped away the timeline. And she might believe that we have to deal with them. And if that person came from ChronoCorps, they know us. And they know that we can be dangerous. And they're dangerous. There's also the chance that she is in league with them.
There's also a chance that there's a random ape here that didn't shit in the right bush.
Also completely possible. Yes, that's not outside of the realm of possibility.
We have literally zero clue as to what we're doing out here. We're standing in an open field, Bruno.
Although I do like your hunch, I'll investigate that further. So, if it would please everyone, I'll go ahead and Gil, I'd like to try and will my quartermaster's requisition work here?
It will not.
It will not, will it?
Because you guys are blocked.
Right.
I would like to... Can I do something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'd like to use body language reader on all of people here to see if one of them is here to destroy the timeline.
Oh, I mean, sure.
Like Among Us style. Yeah, like one of us is an imposter.
Let me. How does body language reader? You can use notice.
You can use notice in place of empathy to learn the aspects of a target through observation.
Yeah, I mean, give me your notice roll first. I've already set the number. Okay. So yeah. You get the general vibe that everybody here is just as confused as you are, so you have no reason to really suspect that any of them are behind this.
Okay. Not that I don't trust any of my crew. Not that I trust none of you, but I don't get the feeling that any of you would be spies for an enemy.
I think y'all are thinking too much. We only just got here.
It's a concern that worried me. That was all. I'm just going to treat it as if there's someone who is of equal footing as us here on the mission.
Right.
I think she was mostly just concerned because she doesn't know anything about us coming here anyway, so it could be dangerous. I think that's what she was mostly concerned about.
Do any of y'all see anyone here? It just looks like there's no one here to. What is even here?
Grass.
I think it's best that we find out. I'm going to scout ahead. Somebody wants to come with me.
Which direction? I'll go the opposite.
We'll go northwest.
I'll go southeast.
I'll make a base camp, I guess.
All right, Rutherford.
Rutherford? Scrumple?
I suppose I should go with someone who.
Rutherford, you're with me.
Okay.
Scrumple, you go with Bruno.
Okay.
Even it out a bit. Lloyd, stay here, try and get a read up on the area.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't get eaten.
Make sure your communicators are on amongst each other.
Yes. Have all communicators on at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you're screaming. That way we'll know to rush to you.
Mine doesn't.
Those are working,
fit.
Gil?
What's up?
Those are working currently?
Yeah. Those run
least
on more
between
like
us.
a peer-to-peer kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
These are built for human ears. They don't fit me.
They're like walkie-talkies. If you
Yeah, they're
remember
like
those.
earbuds. It just goes in. I'm sure you have an ear canal as part of your anatomy.
It's very small, but yes.
Very small.
Very smell. All right. So we'll start with Bruno and Scrumple.
You're what, 4 foot?
Between 3 and 4 feet, yes.
3 and 4 feet? Do you want to ride on Bruno's shoulders?
Yes.
Bruno's going to like bring down his metal arm to go and let Scrumple up, so then it can be like taking your son to the Black Parade.
Oh Jesus! I was thinking more like the guys from what's the movie? It's a Mad Max Thunderdome where they have the little guy on top of the big
Master
guy's
Blaster.
Blaster, yeah.
Come on! You would get better eyes up top anyway.
He scurries up his arm and sits on his shoulder. Looking very happy.
I'm on top of the world, shining, glimmering splendor.
Right. So, Bruno, Scrumple, as you guys are making your way through this vast expanse, you crawl up a small cliffside, and as you peer over it, you see standing before you a woolly mammoth who is kind of on its own, grazing and just kind of not really bothering anything, kind of there. But he is huge.
In Africa?
Weird.
Huh. Oh, sorry, I... Okay.
Wasn't that neat?
What the fuck is that, though?
Oh, that? It's one of them hairy mammoths.
Interesting.
Just grazing. Aren't they usually in a herd? Or is this one by itself? Hold on.
Do we see any others, or is it just the big one?
It's just the one big one. And as you look out through the rest of the expanse, you see some like other like smaller creatures that are kind of just like milling around and doing their own thing. But as far as woolly mammoths go, this is the only one here.
Why?
Bruno, would you like to give me, or I guess Scrumple too, potentially, but I think it makes more sense for Bruno because he's from this dimension. Bruno, would you like to give me a lore check?
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to say you need to beat a, not that.
Oof.
I was going to say a +3.
Well,
but yeah, no, it's, you get the feeling that a woolly mammoth here is weird. I'm not entirely sure why. Especially being by itself. There's something wrong with this picture that you can't put your finger on it.
What's the weather like here? Like, what's the temperature?
Warm. It's pretty hot, actually.
Okay. So, why would something covered in hair be somewhere it's so hot?
Wait a minute. How big does the sun look?
How big does the sun look?
Yeah. Just wondering if maybe the sun's a little too large.
No, the sun is where it's supposed to be, and is in the right size.
Okay. Didn't know if we were being pulled towards the sun.
That would be very dangerous. I don't know how the fuck we would fix that.
As you guys are kind of like talking to yourself, the woolly mammoth notices a patch of greenery that is very close to your location, and you see it begin to approach. I would say that this spot of greenery is maybe 10 feet in front of you.
My fur starts to stand on end. Don't like the big thing.
Hold on, we'll back up slow. First sign of danger, we'll go.
Are you guys trying to keep yourselves relatively hidden?
I would say, because it's just the two of us, I would say yes. If it was like all of us as a group, if we were all together, we probably would be a bit more brazen with where we're standing, but currently I would say like kind of stealthing it.
Yeah, I think we'd try to be as stealthy as we can, especially since this thing could probably just squish us to death.
Alright, would you, the two of you, like to give me stealth rolls? Jesus!
oh
Wow.
no!
I'm a sneaky little bitch.
Yeah, you basically disappear behind Bruno.
He was
Bruno.
about as sticking out as a sore thumb.
Yeah. So as this
I'm a big, bulky dude. Like,
as
built like a dumpster in New York. You can't hide me.
Jeez.
So as this woolly mammoth approaches the greenery, it spots you, and you see it like rear back and let out the and you see you're not sure if it's giving the vibe of it's either going to run away or it's going to charge you.
Can I make an empathy followed by a rapport to try and like calm, like to understand how it's feeling and maybe even calm it?
Yeah, I'm going to say that this is going to be relatively difficult considering it's not person to person, it's person to creature.
Okay.
So I'm going to say that you're going to need a +4 on both.
+4 on both?
Mm-hmm. Oh!
Okay.
Okay, so you notice
Damn.
that this... Oh, shit. Yeah. So this.
Can I re-roll that? Because I think I have the ability there. It costs like a fate point, right?
Yeah, you can spend a fate point to reroll.
Okay, we'll do that. That's better.
Okay. So your empathy lets you know that this animal's instinct first is out of fear, but then it feels like it needs to defend itself. So there is a chance that it looks like it's about to charge you. What do you do as far as your rapport?
So Bruno he's a big guy. He's not used to meeting other things that are larger than him unless it's a car. So he's basically doing what he's seen other people react towards Bruno. So he's kind of like shrinking down a bit, kind of not like hunkering forward, but kind of like backing up, slouching slightly, hands up in the air, and he's saying in like a pseudo, not really low tone, but it's like, easy, let you graze, and I'm going to motion towards the grass that it was going to eat,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just going to continue backing up, and I'm staying in the open, away from anything that that could give me any kind of cover.
Mm-hmm.
Because he doesn't want it to feel like I'm going to go hide and then attack it.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's used to like back alley thugs trying that shit.
Right.
So that's the gist of it. Is he's going easy, you can graze, backing up slow, hands in the air.
So you missed your rapport by one. Would you like to spend a fate point to correct that, or are you going to let it ride?
The fate point to correct it is just me re-rolling again.
No, you can use a fate point to add +2 to your roll as well. Either or. So you can spend a fate point to re-roll, and you can also spend a fate point to add +2 to it. There's no like limit to how many fate points you can spend in a turn.
Oh, well, fuck it. I'll go and I'll spend another fate point.
Okay.
So go and add +2 to that.
Yep. All right. So the mammoth sees you like backing away and keeping out in the open, and it stops coming towards you, and that you see that it kind of turns in a way to where it can still keep an eye on you, and it begins to graze.
Do I feel as if off of my empathy and the rapport that I might be able to approach to pet it?
It does not really see you as an immediate threat. So there is a chance that you could do that.
Scrumple, I want to pet it.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
It's so fluffy.
Pet me. I'm fluffy.
I could do both.
Yeah, but I won't I won't potentially kill you.
I think that's not helping your argument. That makes it more fun. I'm going
Could
to
you
pet
put me down first?
I'll put you down. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna set you down, like still like kind of hidden, and I'm gonna keep myself between Scrumple and the mammoth, and okay. I'm going to just casually approach, like as I'm approaching as if like they're a stray dog.
Mm-hmm.
Not me being afraid that it's gonna bite me, but me just being kind of excited that I could pet a dog.
Yeah, so you approach this woolly mammoth and you reach out your hand and it sees you. It's not making any immediate movements, but once your hand grazes its fur, you feel a flinch, almost like it's going to rear back and trumpet again. But it kind of steadies itself and allows you to pet the woolly mammoth.
I'm gonna go and pet the flank of the mammoth. I'm gonna go and like scratch a little bit, with my nails, just kind of like get get like the parts of like the matted fur kind of like scratch there and up all around. You know, give it the you're a good boy treatment.
Yeah, and it with your +5 in rapport, it eventually it's like it's a little confused as to what you're doing, but then once it realizes it feels good, you actually feel it kind of lean into it.
There we go. And I'm gonna move towards the head now and like kind of scratch under the neck and like get like a little bit underneath the ear.
Right on.
There we go. See, Scrumple, gentle giant, just like me. I'm gonna call you Tom.
I'm gonna keep my suspicions here. I'm not gonna go near that thing.
All right. We're going to cut away from you guys for a little bit. We're going to go revisit Lloyd, who's at the base camp.
Okay. Lloyd is going to attempt 2 different things. He needs to make a sort of base camp, just in case we end up being here for an extended stay. He needs the makings of one with all the basics for survival. And he wants to sort of investigate the hunch that Bruno had, only because that's something he is also sort of suspicious of.
Mm-hmm.
I want to spend a fate point to tag my high concept of post-apocalypse maintenance guy. To say that Lloyd came prepared. He has his tools on him, but he also has like basically a time traveler's survival kit with some basic supplies in it in order to do some things. And then I want to do a crafts roll to basically create something that I can use to scan all electromagnetic frequencies and along the spectrum, and also to decrypt those things should anybody. Basically, I'm trying to pierce through any thing that someone is trying to use to cloak themselves or encrypt their presence by any kind of way.
Very good. I'm gonna say that you need a +4 on this as well.
Okay, let me take a fate point away from my thing. All right, crafts. Don't fail me now. Wait, hold on. There it is.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah. So you do your scan, and you are detecting a presence. Not a presence as in like a person, but there is definitely some sort of signal that you're able to pick up that is effectively acting as like a cloaking kind of thing. But just barely. Like you had to sit there for like at least half an hour to be able to parse it out.
Yeah. In my mind, what it looks like is there's like a beacon that's there, and he modifies the beacon to be like a scanner and decryptor, and he has it on a tether on a piece of rope, and he like flings it up, but it's got a little like high-tech thing that makes it hover where it's at, so it's a really high up, like a really high up antenna essentially.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely pick out something.
Do I get like a
cloaking
direction and any other info on it?
It appears to be coming from the south.
South, okay.
And yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go.
No. I was. If you're still doing your thing, mine's just like a little story bit, so you can keep going.
Basically, yeah, I just want to know more about that. Anything you can tell me about that, and then he'll also just start getting things together for like dig a hole to start digging a hole to start maybe trying to get some water. Start making shelter, that kind of thing, make a fire.
Yeah. So the signal that you pick up is definitely some form of like a cloaking signal. Like it's something is trying to hide its presence. and it did so pretty well to the point where the workers at the ChronoCorps starbase wasn't able to figure out what it is, and quite frankly, neither are you, but you're at least able to figure out that something is here and it is hiding itself.
It's Gorilla Grodd.
Yeah.
And after you get done looking, kind of looking through the code and the signals, you turn around and you see a sloth who is kind of very slowly inspecting one of your wrenches.
I mean, if it's not, I grab. Can I grab the thing away from it?
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to do much to defend himself.
Yeah.
It's a sloth.
Yeah, it's a sloth, and then I contemplate whether or not I should kill this animal for food, and I go, well, it's a sloth. It won't be getting away anytime soon. If I change my mind later, and I just sort of try and ignore it, I guess, while I continue my work.
You also probably shouldn't eat it because it's a sloth, and they have tons of bacteria and mold in their fur.
I mean, fire burns off a lot of that, and meat's meat. Like,
would you like to give me a lore check, Lloyd?
a lore? Sure.
Yeah.
Let's see what I get. Oh, I'll... Damn it. Okay, fine. Yeah, I'll spend a fate point to reroll.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, very good. So your knowledge on sloths is not great.
Right.
But what you do know about sloths is that they're almost never on land.
Oh yeah.
Most of the time they like to hang out in trees, and because like that's where they sleep, and they typically move around from tree to tree. It's very rare to catch one on land. And
yeah. Well, I mean, go ahead.
Where you are, you look around, and there's not really anything resembling a tree that would be, or at least even remotely close, that would warrant a sloth being out in the middle of this barren, kind of like rocky grasslands.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I was like, this is scrubland. Like, what is it? It doesn't make sense. Okay.
As you're continuing to watch this sloth, he just kind of looks up at you with like very like sleepy eyes, and then he slowly turns his head to another one, to your screwdriver, and he picks it up and starts inspecting it.
I just start I take, I guess I would imagine I have like a tool roll that I've laid out, and that's what he's like looking at.
Yeah.
I just take all the things in front of him and just kind of get away from my stuff.
Hand him a tape measure. He'll be entertained for hours.
I there's like I would imagine I've gathered some like kindling or something in the time being, and so like there's like a leafy branch on one of the things. I just kind of hand the sloth that to kind of just play with that.
The sloth looks back up at you, and you're not entirely sure, but you could have swore it smiled when it saw the branch, and it just
Like,
slowly
"Ooh,
begins
branch."
eating it, not taking
Yeah.
its eyes off of you.
Okay. But yeah, I need to. Oh, you know what? I will relay this information. I mean, basically everything I'm doing so far while working. Lloyd will relay. One, there is something, in this direction, approximately this distance from, where I'm setting up camp, that seems to be some kind of cloaked something. I'd like to investigate it, but like I'll wait till you guys get back. And then he also relates I'm making a base camp, and also there's this weird sloth that's here. Doesn't really belong.
All right.
Good job, Lloyd!
Jesus.
I'll have you know that I found, Scrumple and I found a mammoth. His name is Tom, and we might be coming back with him.
Did you name him Tom, or is his name actually Tom?
His name's Tom now.
Okay.
We'll be heading back shortly.
Rutherford and I haven't scouted out our area yet, but we'll be back once we are.
We're trying things. Currently, there's not much to find.
Yeah, this is actually a good time to switch over to Rutherford and Jim. So you
Rutherford, that's when I told him, sock her, I barely know her.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
You know, you should come perform sometime at the comedy club. The place is always packed.
Oh no, I'm a comic for a very different crowd.
Oh, trust me, so am I. It's always packed.
Narrator, it is never packed.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, something tells me it's never always packed.
Well, you would be wrong. Thank you very much.
Fair enough. So, Jim is scouring around, like, trying to investigate. I'm gonna look at that thing over there.
What thing? What are we? What are we looking at? What are we?
There. Do you not see it?
Rutherford just squinting his eyes, just. Ooh. I mean, I'm trying. I see a lot of nature.
Jim puts his arm around Rutherford. Yeah, see it's right there. He points his whole arm out, spread wide, and so it's unclear where he's pointing.
I think I may see it. Perhaps.
Yeah, you're starting to get it.
Actually, why don't the two of you roll notice? Damn. All right.
Damn.
I actually see it.
You both actually see it, and what you see is what looks like the carcass of a very large cat.
Whoa.
Yeah, see the bones right there, right in front of us. Wait a minute.
That's one big kitty.
Bones. This doesn't look right. Usually things are alive at this point. Can I make an investigation on the bones?
Well, what you more or less see is an intact carcass of a like I said, a large cat. So you still see like the flesh and the fur and everything. As you guys approach it,
an actual cat, like a domesticated cat.
No, it resembles a cat.
Oh, okay.
But if you guys would like, since you guys are, I'm assuming you guys are approaching this.
Yes.
All right. Then Jim, if you would like to investigate this, you absolutely can.
Yes, I would like to wait. Just looking at it. Hold on. Investigate. There it is.
+2.
No.
All right. So what you see before you.
Wait. Can I say quick eye?
What's quick eye?
You are able to investigate a location much more quickly than others, while still being very thorough. All investigation efforts you make happen 1 or 2 time increments faster than usual, allowing you to make 1 or 2 additional rolls in the same amount of time.
Oh yeah, so it basically means that you cut the time spent to investigate something down drastically.
Oh, could I double roll?
Yeah, if you wanted to roll again to take a little bit longer. Oh my god.
Yes. I'm glad I used quick eye.
Yeah. You know what, that works. So in the time that it would take for somebody to normally investigate, you basically go over the scene twice.
Yes.
Very good. I'll accept that. Fuck it. We roll. So from your investigation, what you see is this, and you would know what this is. This is a saber-toothed tiger.
This is a saber-toothed tiger, Rutherford.
It is very dead.
This is very dead. saber-toothed
Interesting.
tiger.
I thought it was alive.
You notice that the two fangs that give the saber-toothed tiger its name are missing.
But you see, saber-tooths are named after their tooths, but these, they're missing.
And you also see a metric shitload of punctures into the side of the saber-toothed tiger. And due to your investigation, you're able to tell that they came from the tips of spears.
And you see these entry points, spears. Someone hunted this saber-tooth.
But they did not claim its body.
Yes, they only claimed the
That's-
teeth.
They made it a tiger.
Well, okay.
I mean, it can't be a saber tooth if it doesn't have its saber teeth. So it's
You're
just a tiger now, isn't it?
You're not wrong, but you're not correct either. I would. Let's go with yes. But yes, there's a lot of things we can gather from this. First off, we're not alone. We are actually in the presence of some skilled hunters. These beasts, I've read about them in my zoo book before. That's been passed down through generations. They were given to me by my grandfather, who also gave me my zoo pals, the zoo pal plates that I use as fine china.
I don't know what those are, but I'm sure they're eloquent.
Oh, they're the most priceless artifacts in all of history. Let me tell you that. But yes,
Sure.
through my zoo books, I've learned that these beasts, they could rip an entire man in shreds. Well, prehistoric man anyway. I think a modern day man might be able to punch one, but only
It'd be
5%.
successful though.
Only 5% of the population believe they could actually take on a lion. So I doubt many could actually withstand a saber tooth. But you could take one down in a herd or in a group of people. Deducing this, I suggest we're in the presence of a lot of people. Also, saber-toothed tigers, not known to roam Africa.
That is correct. That was actually a point that I was about to bring up.
Interesting.
Which means this artifact is completely out of its timeline. We have found our source of the investigation. We can wrap this up. Let's go. Let's bring this carcass with us and head back to base.
I just go over the intercoms and just be like, "Hey, yes, you see, Jim and I solved the case. We found a saber-toothed tiger that's now just a tiger because the teeth are missing. And, it was stabbed a bunch, but you see, it is actually not native to the lands of Africa. Therefore, we've solved the case. We've done it.
Also,
We can go
Bruno,
home."
Bruno, I just remembered. You said you have a woolly mammoth with you?
Yes?
Those aren't native to Africa.
We can still keep him though, right?
Yeah. Well, we'll be bringing him with us. They're not supposed to be here.
Look at that. You're a rescue.
Yes.
No,
Everyone head back to base. We'll decide what to do going forward. Jim picks up Jim offers Rutherford the chance to pick it up, but after looking at Rutherford for a moment, he decides to just pick up the carcass himself.
I would help, but
As long as they go.
you're a manly man. I don't want to get in your way. It's fine.
Jim, give me a physique roll.
Z. F. Wait. Oh, PH. 0.
You go to lift this saber-toothed tiger up, but he's a saber-toothed tiger. Do be heavy, so you're kind of struggling.
But it's a tiger now.
Tigers are also still pretty heavy.
Darn. Jim's just dragging the corpse through the whole mud of Africa. Just trying to.
You can do it. You
Bless the
can do
dreams
it.
down
Like-
in Africa.
Like the gears, all the servos, they're very much draining in Jim. All the wires are frizzing and barking.
Barking.
Sparking. They're
Oh.
wires.
Okay, never mind. Continue.
What did you think I said?
Bark, like woof woof.
Oh, yeah.
I heard barking too, and it's like, oh man, you know, my dogs are barking. Like, that's what I thought you were going with when you said that too.
Yeah,
You're dragging the cat.
Yeah, I'm dragging the cat. Jim's toes are out, barking everywhere.
So yeah, I'll say that I'll say about an hour, couple hours pass, and you guys are all reconvened back at Lloyd's base camp.
Do I have Tom with me?
I'll say that from your rapport roll and you going over and scratching it, I'd say it endears you as friendly. So I would say that it would follow you.
I have a mammoth.
I am following significantly far behind this thing.
All right.
Hello, everyone. Look at what you've done, Lloyd. Such a good job. And you made a friend too. Scrumple, you're going to be replaced.
What?
I don't think this thing has an engineering degree.
Lloyd,
Someone
have
has
you,
to
given,
start somewhere.
have you given the sloth a name yet?
No.
Well, it's slow. I say we call it Jim. Jim's a nice name.
Oops.
Whichever one. This is my mammoth, Tom.
Oh, Tom's a nice name. Why don't we name the sloth Tom?
I don't think we need to have two Toms.
Oh, two Toms, even better. We'll name the mammoth Tom, and the sloth will be called Tom Tom.
If we name them both Tom, it's technically easier. We wouldn't have to remember too many names.
Yes, so we'll name the mammoth Tom. We'll name the sloth Tom Tom, so as to not confuse the two.
Well, so then we don't get confused, how about we call the sloth Tomothy?
No. I think Tom Tom's good. Or Tom Tom for short. Tomothy is his legal name.
Yes. We'll get that on their
Does
ID when we
sound
bring them
rather
back.
legal.
Yes.
I am so glad that all of you can keep your sense of levity in this very tense situation where we don't know if we can head back home and we don't know if we have a possible enemy on the horizon. Let's
We
see if
have
that's-
multiple
Let's see if that
enemies.
lasts.
We have multiple enemies. Jim points to the carcass that he's been dragging. Just look at all the spear wounds.
Yeah.
are people.
indeed.
Your dad's going something, didn't you?
Oh.
What strikes me is that in a place like this, arid, dry, and desert as it is, they didn't take the meat. So it looks like maybe it was a threat to them, but they didn't.
Would they take the teeth?
That's like some trophy thing.
Ah, so we're after trophy hunters. Maybe they.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But that's like the kind of thing one of
Poachers.
you guys would do, like tourists who want something to remember. Only really not nice ones that take the tusks out of animals.
No, I think you're all on the right track. We might be dealing with time poachers.
Oh, time poachers. That might be it.
Like,
And
this
they
is a-
might have overhunted the area or populated an area.
Bruno, you're brilliant, but that doesn't explain why a woolly mammoth and a saber-toothed tiger would be in Africa.
Open area.
It's like they
easy
made
to
a nature
hunt.
preserve.
Yes.
But Africa.
It's not like they're going to be here long. They're just meant to be dropped off and hunted. Most likely for tourists, for other poachers.
I'm very upset
Why
that
would they
Scrumple
choose?
actually wouldn't know anything about this era.
Why would they choose Africa though? Wouldn't North America be an easier place to drop them off?
Africa's wide open. Almost no terrain to really hide them. Or at least terrain that wouldn't allow creatures of this magnitude to be hidden.
Then why
Meanwhile,
would
a hunter
would
can
they
hide easily.
why would they use spears though? If they're time poachers, they could use almost any form of weaponry.
Why do I punch things when guns are available? It's for the sport of it.
You do.
It's a
have
running
point.
theory. We're not sure, but that could be something. I want to investigate this this signal. If they did indeed come here to do this, then they would have to try and hide themselves from ChronoCorps, and I'd be really interested in something, any kind of technology that could hide you from their eyes like that.
You need to be wary.
So where do we start? Well, the
Said
signals,
south, right?
yeah, signals coming from this direction. We could go as a group and investigate. Actually, your friend might be a good asset in this case. Like the old tanks in World War II, we walk behind it as cover, mobile cover, so that they think it's just a migrating or moving mammoth. Hopefully, they don't pick us up. It's the best we got, I guess.
But the mammoth only follows Bruno. It doesn't. Bruno doesn't like control the mammoth.
I don't know. Carrot stick it. I don't know how mammoths work.
We don't
You
have
can walk with
carrots.
it.
Yeah, like Bruno could just walk with the mammoth.
Sure.
I don't mind being out in the open.
Bruno can take a punch.
Then we'll go with that then.
If they're only using spears, I think Bruno can take a few.
Ah, I know. Bruno, use the slap bracelet you have to make yourself look like primitive man from this time.
Oh, all right. I can do that.
I mean, you'll be just essentially a guy covered in furs.
Well, preferably furs that aren't mammoth fur.
I
mean, we have the.
We have the
saber-tooth.
saber-tooth.
Like, it's dead.
Yeah, but if they potentially killed it, right? Like, they would know. I don't know.
I mean, maybe.
Or maybe they would know that because they killed the saber-tooth, that a wandering Neanderthal could also, come across it and skin it for fur.
I just suggested the slap bracelet because it's quicker and easier. I want
that's
to
fair.
get over there.
We'll do the bracelet. The sooner we're able to find these people, the better. So, Bruno's gonna do that. Look like a nice Cro-Magnon.
Very good. All right, is there any other preparations you guys want to make before you begin this hike?
I would like to investigate the signals or whatever. Like using his equipment, I would like to investigate a bit more about it.
Like if there's anything else you can glean from it by looking at it. Sure. He'll show you his data pad and kind of like show you, I'll run him through it.
Mm-hmm.
Gil, does that work or?
Well, with a +5 in investigate. Yeah, Jim, you parse through the code a little bit more, and you're able to also see this cloaking signal that is coming from the south And TVHEADD, you would know this as well. But it's about 10 miles south. But Jim, where you are you're an automaton, you are able to kind of see between the lines a little bit more. And you pick up that this cloaking signal isn't necessarily coming from your run-of-the-mill cloaking device. This is something that was made to not hide like an individual, but something to hide like an area.
Like I just imagine I'm plugging in from to the iPad or whatever from my head socket or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I'm taking a wire from my brain, literally plugging into the system, and you see all the lines of code flowing through my eyeballs. Like, Lloyd, this isn't just an individual cloaking device. This is a whole area.
Oh.
We may be dealing not with one person, but a whole group.
I think that checks out. I thought it was like a broad spectrum jamming, but I guess it's just that it's not that they're going for a large field, but they're going because the thing is big.
Yeah. You
It's
may
not
need
the
to be
field is
more
big, the
prepared
thing
than
is big.
Both of you are tech savvy. Does ChronoCorps have any enemies?
I mean, it is my impression that this technology is proprietary to them. It shouldn't have leaked out at any time or any place to anybody. They
Does a
usually keep
roach
that on.
Does a
Go ahead.
roach survive the apocalypse? That feels like with any large organization, you're bound to have some people angry at you.
Or there
This is
might be
true,
people
but-
that we've had to kick out. This might be where some of them end up.
Potentially.
It's potential, but without
Yeah.
knowing for sure, we'll just have to be careful not to rush into things. We'll need
Yeah.
to slowly approach them, and
Yeah.
not let them know that we're approaching them.
Yeah.
Well, I say we'll have Bruno and Tom approach from one side. Meanwhile, all four of us, 5 if you count Tom, will approach from the other side of the area.
I don't think the sloth is gonna make it quickly enough.
That's fair. We'll leave Tom here, but the 4 of us will approach from another side and try and be sneaky about it. So that if we learn that it's a whole group, we can catch them by surprise.
I mean, split the difference. I'm not super good at stealth. I'd only slow you down. I'll go behind the mammoth.
Okay.
Use that as cover.
Lloyd, Bruno, and Tom will go in from the west side. Rutherford, Scrumple, and myself will go in from the east side.
Sure, why not?
Sounds good.
All right.
Good enough plan as any.
And as you guys begin to make your trek towards the southerly beacon, I think we're at a pretty good spot where we could do our intermission.
Sure.
Yeah, that works.
Sounds good?
Yeah, so we'll meet back up here at 5 after, in 10 minutes exactly. I'm going to kick us over to the technical difficulty screen so I can get up and take care of some things. And I'll come
Yay.
back. We'll chat a little bit before then, and then once 5 after hits, be ready to roll some more dice. So I will see you guys shortly.
Sounds good.
Yay.
Yeah. Fun fact about sloths. I get to bring the mammoth back, right? I get to bring back Tom.
I mean, there's a chance. I'm not gonna guarantee anything, but there is a chance.
I want Tom. I want Tom and Tom Tom.
Hold on, I need to fix my face real quick.
You're just staring directly at the audience.
There we go. Okay. Now that that's done.
Oh, you don't. That's different. You don't set up OBS to have it as the outright sprout cam. Like the
no,
sprout camera.
I should. That'd be a good idea. I'll have to work on that later, maybe.
Yeah, that might be a test after stream. I've only done it with like my chibi model.
Oh boy. What are your guys' thoughts on the session so far?
I mean, I'm enjoying it. I enjoy the fact that I got the pet of woolly mammoth. I can't wait to potentially punch a dangerous animal at some point. Preferably a dinosaur.
Oh, I know how hyped you were about the potential of punching a dinosaur.
If I can punch a T-Rex once.
You know, the night's still young.
Night is young, and
you would be such. I know you would be this guy. You would be like, listen, your trouble is never turns down a fight. That's a T-Rex right there. You want to punch it?
No, it's like because of you and your ability to take on multiple opponents at once and not have to deal with any penalties. For you, it would more likely be like a pack of velociraptors or some shit.
Come on, try the one at a time strategy. It never works.
That's my favorite stunt that you have is your army on the edge of my blade stunt.
It's so good. Like, army on the edge of my blade is like really nice because it helps the party in general. Because I'm not taking a penalty. I'm not granting bonuses for, like, you know, being outnumbered no matter how preposterous. So if I'm just part of the group, it's not really affecting the group that much. But leave my friends alone because you know they're just going to start ganging up on people. I get +2 on my fight when the person I'm about to beat the shit out of attacked an ally. Now I have a big target, a big friend, a big ally named Tom. And if they attack him, I will air out that whole entire cloaked area with my fist.
If you touch my mammoth, I swear to God. No, it's that scene from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's like, if anything happens to Tom, I will kill everyone in this office.
Exactly.
God, I'm just thinking about the implications of you bringing a woolly mammoth back to the starbase. It's like what the fuck are we gonna do with this thing? Where are we gonna put it?
I mean, they already have a rat and a dog. So.
And I'm pretty sure from the Rome mission, you guys brought back a couple horses.
We brought back 2 horses and a cart, which we wrote "When in Rome" on the side of it,
and hung it inside your speakeasy.
Yeah, it's like fucking Quaker Steak and Lube where it's hanging from the ceiling.
You hung the horses?
No, not the horses!
That needs to be very clear. It was not the horses that got hung, it was the cart.
It was the cart.
I am back. Sorry I took forever.
You're totally fine. We've still got a few minutes.
Unforgivable.
No, we're just discussing what happened in this session so far.
I'm gonna say this: the mammoth, because we most likely have like shipping and docking and stuff. I think that a mammoth would be very good for like basically towing to a degree. Like there's towing options, there's hauling options. I mean, just stick the mammoth in the warehouse.
I'm surprised you're not going to try to keep it in the speakeasy. Like, if you know how you go into like a mom and pop store, like off the main drag, and like the owner would like have a dog that just kind of hangs out in the store. Like I'd
have to ask for the speakeasy to be bigger.
Just stuff it.
Like, you know how the speakeasy's yay big? Can you make it yay big? I just need a little bit bigger to fill, or to have my my mammoth, Tom. It's like, why do you need a mammoth in the speakeasy? Well, if there's multiple rounds in a fight, Tom can have the cards on his side. Round 1, round 2, and it shouldn't last past that. Tom,
Would a
the
mammoth
card
play
girl.
cards?
The mammoth's the dealer. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
How
okay.
will it deal with its tusks?
Oh my god, wait a minute. Hold on, better idea. Tom rings the bell for the fights. Give him give him a gong and then like a big fucking stick. He just smacks it. There we go. That's his job. That's Tom's job.
Pretty soon, there's going to end up being a fucking ChronoCorps petting zoo with all the fucking creatures you guys are bringing back.
As long as I don't accidentally get put in a cage, I'm fine.
No, we like them to be free range. Don't worry about it. Just roam around the Starbase.
Oh man.
Tom could help firefight too, in case there's any fires on the Starbase.
Kind of
Look at that.
weird how the only creatures that you guys have had significant dealings with are a mammoth, a sloth, and a saber-toothed tiger.
You know, ones that would typically be during an ice age of sorts.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Yeah, that's kind of
you-
weird. It's an ice age reference, if I do say so myself.
Yeah.
Oh shit, it is!
Wait,
I
what?
thought that too. I just didn't want to.
Wait, what?
Oh no, I'm just a shithead.
Wait, the mammoth from Ice Age is called Manny.
Yeah, but Gil didn't name it.
Yeah, I named it.
Yeah, and the sloth from Ice Age isn't called Tom Tom either.
And the saber-toothed tiger isn't fucking dead.
Wait, all we're missing is the squirrel.
Little squirrel guy.
Scrat.
Oh, it's me. I'm Scrat. No!
Oh.
The joke is complete.
Now we just need like 3 weasels and another mammoth.
The sequels don't count.
Yeah,
What are you
yeah.
talking
We
about?
just
The
need
sequels were
a.
perfectly fine.
The sequels are fine, but like for the first movie, we do need like a horribly disfigured human baby.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn.
Still better animation than the Twilight baby.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, yes. By leaps and bounds.
Yeah.
The Twilight baby is freaky. Ice Age baby is freaky, but more acceptable.
Ice Age baby is stylized freaky.
Like, they didn't try to pass it off as an actual baby. We know that this is just not an actual baby. Twilight, what were you doing?
Yeah, Twilight, what are you doing? Fucking how many years after that movie was made?
Yeah, Twilight, look. The only way, Twilight, you're so bad that the only way people can enjoy you is with face filters.
God damn it. Oh yeah, I love those TikToks where it's...
I love those.
Yeah, those are great. Oh man. Well, it's it's 6 after now. Is everybody back and ready to get back on the train?
Yeah.
I'm back.
All right.
What's amazing about those TikToks is when the technology has to catch up to it, so you get a split second of what their normal expression is supposed to be, and then it
And then it
comes
just
back
morphs.
and morphs into the.
I still don't know whether or not I'm actually sending Guild TikToks because
You are.
because
I'm
like
seeing them.
okay, I am. It's like
I've been sending some
like,
to you.
I know I've seen. It's like I just didn't know whether or not it's like is this just some random guy that like I've made fast friends with or
Oh shit. All right, let's get back into
I-
it, y'all.
I don't use the TikToks, so. But yeah, I'm ready.
All right. So you guys are on the trail. And am I correct in understanding that you left Tom Tom behind?
I mean, He's
Yes.
BT slow, unless you want to throw him on the freaking mammoth.
Only if Tom wants it to happen. Otherwise, no.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it'd just be too slow. And the other thing is dead.
Tom Tom's making sure our base is well protected.
Tom's keeping up the rear.
Yeah.
The
The far rear.
far rear, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. So yeah, you guys are trekking, and it takes a good while for the group of you to be able to make your way even remotely close to where the signal's coming from. But TVHEADD, I'm assuming you would be keeping a constant eye on that signal.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You can definitely tell it's getting stronger the closer you get to it. You're using like your data pad as kind of like a dowsing rod of sorts. And after, I would say, maybe a couple hours, you guys actually, everybody roll notice.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. So Jim and Lloyd, you as you guys are walking, you guys pick up footprint.
Something real quick.
Yep.
I had a box of physical stress from last time. Would you
Oh,
say that is gone now?
So physical stress only lasts for the scene in which you acquire it, and that goes for
Okay.
mental stress too. So
Okay.
like once you guys are out of a fight, then you can clear those boxes.
Okay,
Or
cool.
once you guys are outside of a scene, you can clear those boxes.
Cool.
Additionally, any mild consequence should be cleared. Moderate consequences should be cleared. And if you have a severe consequence from the last mission, then you can rename it to show that you're in the healing process.
Right, makes sense.
So that way you're, for the most part, kind of back to full health.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm kind of an idiot.
Uh-huh.
I saw the sheet, right? It says skills and stunts, extras, bio, and I was like, wait, I don't remember putting my name there.
Pull up your sheet real quick.
No, it's on every
Oh,
sheet.
I see what you mean now. God damn it.
It's on every sheet. I'm an idiot.
All right. Now that we got that sorted out. So yeah, so you guys should, all of your stress boxes and your moderate and mild consequences should be cleared.
Okay.
And then yeah, like I said, I don't think any of you have a severe consequence.
Nope.
Okay.
No.
So then we don't got to worry about that. All right.
And now we're approaching this weird thing.
Yeah, you're approaching the weird thing. You're a couple hours into your walk, and both Lloyd and Jim notice that there are footprints in the dirt.
Guys, wait, footprints.
Like,
I would like to investigate the shoe size.
yeah.
I mean, if you want, okay, +5. Yeah, you'd reckon they wear a US size 15.
Guys, footprints, US size 15.
I mean,
Oh, they
but it's like-
Sasquatch!
But it's like,
What the fuck is a US
shoes?
15?
Is it like shoes or feet?
Okay, large shoe.
They're feet prints. They're feet prints. But
That's how I wanted to clarify.
Jim wanted to know what size shoe they would wear, and I'd say roughly like a size 15 as far as United States measurements go, because I know there's a couple different ones for different countries.
Men's or women's?
Men's.
Okay.
Wide.
Large ass feet, like humongous grippers down here, okay?
What those grippers away?
Like I'm an average guy. I have size 9 shoes.
I have size 10.5.
I have size 12.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm size 12, but that's Canadian, so I don't know if it's different.
I think there's stuff online that allows you to Actually, I have size 9 European. What am I talking about? I got shoes from while I was visiting Europe, and I was like, these fit me perfectly. They might be size 10 in American.
Little feet.
Look, I don't have little feet. My feet are literal. My feet are smaller than the people here.
Little feet.
Littlefoot.
It's fine.
I remember Littlefoot.
Let's
Tree
let's-
star.
My feet aren't little, they're just small.
Oh my god.
My feet. Okay.
Let's investigate the cavemen with the bleeding edge technology, maybe.
Why?
Oh no, but this is so par for the course for ChronoCorps to just get sidetracked on fucking.
Okay, time for me to go and like
No,
fall
yeah,
to my
that's
knees
cool.
and yell out, "You blew it up! You
Yeah.
bastards! You did it! You blew it up! Planet of the Apes!"
No, that's like totally in character. They're talking about fucking shoe sizes or and I'm just like,
Like Jim's just like, no, guys, my feet are average.
Jim's
Y'all
really
just
defensive about
have
his foot
large
size.
feet.
I
so
literally
are,
can't
like,
say
feet,
anything. I don't
like,
wear
a
shoes.
big issue for you, Jim? Like, I just want to clarify, like,
No, it's not an
do
issue.
your small feet make you feel inferior as a man, or?
I am a machine. I have pre-programmed feet.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Sounds like they gave you never mind. I was gonna say it sounds like they gave you pre-programmed like foibles about them, but like
It's not about
Yeah,
the size of
whatever.
the feet; it's how you use them.
Okay. You know.
The only thing for me is that sometimes the women on the station give me those weird little doggy booties.
Oh,
They're very hard to walk in.
oh.
But imagine so.
that's me out of character, just like oh.
There's one of them named Charlie Day, and they give you kitten mittens.
Oh, those are classics. Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, I guess we're
remember-
walking for like 10 miles, so I guess all
remember-
this shit is happening.
I remember
Yeah.
when they reached season 1005. I can't believe they brought back Charlie Day from the dead.
I haven't
Day of
gotten
the
that
Dead?
far. I'm only on season 1, episode
Oh.
3. But Marty showed me a highlight reel.
Same. I mean, there's too many seasons now. You can only watch the highlight reels anyway.
So you guys, this chatter is going on as you guys are following these footprints, and the footprints lead you to what looks like the mouth of a cave.
Guys, be careful. There's a cave.
Yep.
Wait, is this the source of the hidden beacon?
What?
The
weird,
high
the weird
stuff.
source signal.
The weird signal.
So.
Are we at the edge of the
Have we?
area it covers?
We've been walking 10 miles.
Yes.
Okay, so
Uh,
this.
Are we at the place?
You guys, you see that the beacon is coming from further within.
Oh, well, this completely ruins my plan.
I'm kind of curious if the actual cave is like real. So I try and touch it.
Yeah, the cave is real.
Okay.
I like to investigate
What are you
the
investigating?
cave. Like the makeup of the cave. Like I'd like to know more about the cave. Fair.
Yeah, the cave was
That's a big wet hole.
Cave was formed naturally through erosion, so you could probably suspect that water had flown through here at one point. And that's it.
Guys, water flew through here at one point.
Yeah, the whole
Water
earth was
can
covered
fly?
with it at one point.
Low.
I'm learning so many things about this timeline.
Yeah, water flies. Time moves like a circuit.
How's Tom feeling about the mouth of the cave? Are
Uh,
they like deterred? Like, are they like kind of skittish around it, or are they just blasé, not caring?
give me empathy.
Okay.
+2. Um, Tom is. Tom doesn't seem to be really phased about it, because he's hanging out with you. You've kind of made fast friends with this woolly mammoth. But you do detect like a small underlying like something instinctual that's causing his movements to be a little bit more rigid.
I'm gonna go and like pat his trunk. There. All right. You're with us. Whatever's in there, we're going to stop it.
Is Tom okay about this cave?
Tom's reacting a little different.
Well, is it
Which-
because of the cave itself, or is it because of people in it?
I'm pretty sure it might be because of what may lie within it.
Ah, yes. Well, no use about talking about what's in it. Let's head on inside.
Seeing as how I said earlier that I had my tools and things with me, can I say I have like a pair of goggles that'll let me see in the dark a little bit better?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
Being an android, would I have night vision?
You guys enter a cave. I have dark vision.
Well, I already tagged the thing.
Yeah,
so I
no,
figured I'd ask.
you're fine, and Jim, that would make sense for you.
Yeah. Well, as an android, would I have a flashlight? Let's go with that.
Yeah, you would have that too.
Like they build flashlights into everything now.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
flashlight might announce our presence, though.
I mean, I have my Tesla coil arm that has like a little incandescent bulb in it, so that's always glowing.
I see.
Jim, your flashlight is in your left pinky. Just
I
shoots out of the
Go, gadget!
Pinky out. Wait. I lifted up my right hand. Pinky out. Jim lifts out his left finger. You gotta be fancy like for the ladies. And he's acting like he's sipping up a cup of tea. But
He knows elegance.
Just,
I can see it here.
He somehow has a coffee cup with him at all time, and he's just holding that coffee cup right now as his pinky is out and being a light bulb.
Alright, so you guys enter the cave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. You guys start trekking through the cave. Position the way. And so yeah, you're the incandescent bulb on your Tesla coil arm, the pinky out flashlight, Lloyd's dark vision goggles. You're able to make out relatively decently your surroundings as far as this cave goes. You see as you're walking through it, you see that what was probably once a cave that was formed out of like, erosion and running water. You see as you walk a little bit further in that the walls of the cave become more jagged and chipped, almost as if something could have potentially bore through here.
Oh.
A quick side note. Do you have the fucking Duolingo bird on your damn hat?
I do. Yeah, the Duolingo bird's holding a gun. He wants you. He wants you to do your goddamn lesson. There he is.
No hablo español.
I was gonna say he's on there because Gil knows what'll happen if he doesn't.
Yeah, I know. I need to. It's been like a year since I've done one of my Spanish lessons. So
Same.
yeah,
I keep telling myself, "Oh yeah, no, next weekend I'll do it."
Yeah, that bird's practically breathing down my neck at this point.
The Undertaker right behind you.
I've been thinking about just doing it as like a stream, just like.
That's a possibility. So yeah, so you guys see these boulders and such that seem to have been chipped off of the wall, as opposed to like the more smoother edges of where you started with, where that could have alluded to erosion.
I'd like to investigate if it's been done with like ancient tools or modern tools.
Lloyd, you were about to say something too?
Oh, well, the gist I'm getting is just that something big went through here. And it kind of, like the stalactites and other things that were natural formations of rock, it just sort of like, they weren't actively chipped away as if they were making walls here, but it's like rubble because it was crashing through and just sort of plowing through and with disregard to the natural formations. Is that what
Yeah,
you're
absolutely.
kind of putting out there?
Yeah, absolutely. Jim, yeah, if you want to investigate away.
Oh, well, I mean, I feel like we now know that these rocks were part of a crash scene.
Yeah, something big going through a small hole.
I'd like to investigate to see if I know what could have made the crash.
Yeah, go for it. 2. All right. So you, as you're investigating around, you kind of check the walls of the cave and the floor of the cave. You would suspect that if something crashed through here, it would have left some sort of debris behind. You see none. And you see these large spots along the cave wall that have been basically sheared flat. Along with the and resulting in the rubble and the large rocks and boulders, you would probably be able to suspect that it was some sort of drilling tool, as opposed to a crash.
Guys, a drill made a drill made these boulders.
So it was quarried out?
You know, these.
A large boring machine. So.
No, a large drilling machine.
Did they have complex machinery in this time?
We're 2 million years in the past. I doubt they had any drilling machines.
I'm not from here. I don't know nothing.
To answer your question, no.
Hell, it might be the chances are alien.
That could also be it. Earth did have a lot of alien visitors in the past.
I'm kind of like.
Oh, go ahead.
Is that? I kind of out of character. I kind of want to ask: is that a thing or?
No, it's not a thing.
Oh, okay. He's just sort of like. I'm like, whoa, that's some more.
No. The pyramids were not built by aliens.
But the guy on the History Channel.
But Joe Rogan dropped DMT and he told me it was true.
Theoretically, there could have been a crash at some point in ancient history, like 2 million years ago from an alien, and it just disintegrated or got washed away or is hidden by erosion or whatever, and we haven't found it yet.
I mean, to be honest, 2 million years ago in 1941 in Roswell, New Mexico.
Didn't
that
know
weather
this
balloon
takes place in 2,000,1940 AD.
Exactly.
How about everybody give me a notice check?
Sure.
Hi, big dog.
Fair.
Nah. I'm not the notice guy.
What's a fares and averages?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought somebody was going to say something. Then based on that, I am going to say that Jim and Bruno, and Scrumple. You guys very faintly hear what sounds like chanting coming from further down the cave,
Like Latin or prehistoric?
like prehistoric.
Okay.
The headsets that we have that have translation software in it, does it translate it for us?
It does translate, and it translates to big shiny one.
Oh fuck! It is aliens.
Oh shit. It is 2001.
Well, we're not learning anything more by just standing here.
Yeah.
We should probably advance quietly.
Yeah.
Yes, lead the mammoth.
All right.
You guys all want to roll stealth?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm rolling stealth. Yeah.
Give it a shot. It's definitely not my thing.
Great
Yeah, no.
stealth.
Shit at stealth.
Hell yeah, great stealth. You love to see it.
Scrumple once again balling on stealth rolls. And Jim.
Hey, and Jim.
Huh?
Being small helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, being a detective helps.
So the group of
My average feet does not give away my position.
Here we go again.
Enough about your tiny feet.
You
Says
guys
me.
start making your way stealthily through the cave, and once you round a rather tight corner in the cave, almost like it was purposely made that way, you peek around the corner and see a horde of about 30 prehistoric humans that are bowing and chanting, and you see kind of like on this not necessarily naturally made platform is this large spherical robot with 4 different very long tendrils that act as its feet.
What the fuck?
And you
Sounds like
see
Think of the
hanging on the
Incredibles.
wall behind this robot, you see skulls of all different kinds. You see you see a woolly mammoth skull. You see the fangs from the saber-toothed tiger that you found earlier. You see a couple skulls that also don't belong. Like one particular lizard-like skull that could be about as big as a T-Rex.
They stole my kill.
Shit, they got a dragon.
Like the punch one.
Dragons exist here.
Unfortunately, as you guys are leaning on this corner and kind of like peering around, Lloyd, you press your hand against the wall to try to get a closer look, and you chip off some of the wall. And when the particles hit the floor of the cave, all of the cavemen, in weirdly, eerily unison, stop bowing and chanting and all stand up together and turn and face you. And you notice something very weird about that they are glowing with a very faint red. As is a spot on the giant robot in question also glowing with the same faint red.
Time to kill everything in this room, including that robot.
Oh no.
I'm not liking how they're looking at me.
I don't like it.
I mean, perhaps we should maybe find out what the purpose is here and why it's here first before we just jump to violence.
It's a robot in 2 million BC. I think
What?
it's safe to assume that it's not supposed to be here.
Well, obviously, but I'm just saying, like, what if it just Like, what if we got teleported here on accident? Like, all of us got teleported to the whole, like, ship.
Rutherford,
I mean,
you're on
if
a
you
good
want, I
track.
can try and attempt to make contact. Or if somebody who speaks better would like to try and make contact, you can. Please, let me show you how it's done. Oh
Yes.
boy, here we go.
Good show.
All right, I'll just hide.
Fix my suit, just brush off any dirt. Hello? We mean no harm. We found an anomaly here, and we wish to communicate.
At this point, I think Lloyd and Jim, you guys would be able to kind of pick up on this pretty easily. But you, Jim especially, you feel like your entire android like consciousness is being scanned through. Because they've at this point they've noticed you guys, and Lloyd, you can kind of feel that some of your machinery is starting to go a little haywire.
I'd like to scan back.
And Jim, as you're kind of trying to figure out what it's looking for, you notice that this signal has found the part in your memory bank that you're with ChronoCorps. And it's at that point, Rutherford, since you're the one who's right there in front of everybody, you see the little light bar sort of thing on the robot's body. The red light begins to shine even brighter and brighter, and in response, so do the eyes of all of these prehistoric humans. And you see all of them again with that eerie unison, ready their spears.
Wait a minute. This
Rutherford, get out of there.
Is it shaped like the orb machine from the Incredibles?
I'm so glad you asked.
Holy fuck, I just caught that. I was like, wait a minute.
If all the cavemen are super, none will be.
So I am going to now move your icons over onto this. So for anybody who's not familiar with Fate, when it comes to combat, there's not really a grid so much.
You have zones.
Yeah, you have zones. And some of you guys do not have art, but I will make it to where your names are being shown at all times. That way there's no confusion.
Take a wild guess on what the fist is.
Yeah, I wonder. Let me make this token display name always for everyone.
Is there a way to add art?
Yeah. If you would, when you hit edit mode, if you click the empty spot where artwork is, it'll bring up a file browser and be able to upload a picture. If not, you can send it to me, and I will fix it.
It's not letting me edit the artwork.
Right.
Oh yeah, so we can't upload, but
yeah, if you want to send me the artwork that you'd like to have included on your character sheet, I'll pop it in.
I'll just send you a picture of Nick Valentine if that will work.
That's fine.
I mean, you already have Bruno's, which is pugilist main image in your directory. So if you just want to do that for his token,
I should still have it there.
I mean, it shows it in your directory, so it should be in the Foundry folder for you.
Man, Gil, it has been a while since I messaged you on Discord. Oh, 2 months.
Does my mammoth get art?
Now I'm trying to find it. Well,
You can just go and like re-download from this and send it to you if you want. Actually, you could re-download from player characters. Put it in if you want.
oh, can you?
Yeah, you can. So you can go into like player characters and like click on the person's name, and then
Gotcha.
when you click on the image, you can right-click and save it.
We can. What's with this?
We'll do it in post.
We'll do it in post.
We'll
We will do
We'll
it
do
in
it
post.
live.
Everybody's got their names here. Rutherford, you're here. So the way that this is set up is where the black outlines are. That is its individual zone. So there's really only 2 zones to this map, which is the cave floor and then the natural rock platform, which sits about maybe 20 feet up. And in between you guys and this giant robot are the cavemen, and like I said, there's like 30 of them. So I am acting them as a mob. They shouldn't be terribly rough. We'll figure it out. So let's see. I'm gonna make a little note here. What's everybody's notice scores?
2.
1.
+1.
3.
Bruno is 2. Scrumple is 1.
Which stat?
Notice.
Notice. My notice is 2.
Lloyd's is 2. All right, and then what was Rutherford's and?
It's 1 for me.
Mine was 3.
All right, so then the turn order is going to be Jim first, and then we have a tie between Bruno and Lloyd. What are your guys' athletics skill?
For
My
me,
athletic.
Oh, go ahead.
Mine's a 2.
Okay.
Athletics for me is 2 as well.
Oh shit. All right.
Okay.
Then I think it's physique is your next one.
3.
Physique for me is a 1.
Okay.
So there you go.
All right.
If you were going to say 3, I was going to.
And
No,
then
no.
Between Scrumple
My
and
three-
Rutherford.
My
what's your
3s are in shoot and fight.
between Scrumple and Rutherford, what is your guys' athletics?
4.
1.
All right, so Scrumple. Okay. We got our turn order. Fantastic. Jim.
Yes.
Actually, I need to. Oh no. For that, then we'll do. So the good news is you guys get to all act before your opposition.
Excellent.
So Jim, you're up first.
Guys, what's the plan? Are we going to fight?
Looks like we're gonna have to.
Okay, I shoot the robot.
Okay. I think by normal shooting, you're allowed to shoot from one zone away, so that's fine. And now the robot is going to roll athletics to dodge.
Son of a bitch!
Yeah. So the robot is going to nimbly dodge your shot.
Hey.
I think all you can do is an action and like move between zones. Am I right on that, TVHEADD? As far as your combat turn goes?
Yeah, move between zone, move and act, essentially.
Got
Can
it.
I move to be hidden?
Yeah, I would say that there's a couple boulders that are around. I'm just gonna freehand a couple.
Yeah.
I'll move behind a rock.
There's one.
Nice.
I'll move behind cover.
It's Tom! Look, he's got like the trunk, and he's got the ears and the face.
Mhm. All right. So then next in the turn order is going to be Bruno.
Alright. Well, I'm going to look to everybody. And I'm going to like look to the cavemen worshippers and look to the robot. understand that you have the right to yield, but so help me, you better not bore me. Bully! And I'm gonna hop onto Tom, and we are going to ride down, and we're crashing into these cavemen. And when Tom's running into them, I'm hopping off, and I'm just gonna waylay into them.
All right. So you are effective. I'm still in draw mode.
That is the direction he's going.
You are correct on where I am headed.
Okay. So you'll be right up here with the cavemen then.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Bruno, give me. You're wanting to lay some out. Give me some fight. 4. Pretty good. So the way that mobs work is that whatever shift that you beat them in a fight is basically how many of their numbers you take out. Because they're just kind of cavemen. They're nameless NPCs, the mechanical term.
Gotcha.
So they are going to use athletics to try, or they're going to use fight to try to swing back at you.
Look, Kirby's right back at you.
All right, so you are effectively take out one of the cavemen. So now the caveman numbers are down to 29.
Does Tom help in any way in terms of this, or?
If you're crashing Tom into it, I'm gonna say that you can have a plus for that, and for that one instance, you can have a +2 onto your fight, which would make it a +5, so you can take 2 more people out.
Okay. Didn't know whether or not it increasing at all past like a certain threshold would do anything.
I think for that one instance, I think you can have a bonus to your fight.
Okay, that's fair. And but when I crash into them, I'm gonna make sure that the first one I take out is with my steampunk arm.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
tell me how that goes.
I'm going to grab the spear with my flesh arm, my normal arm, and then I'm going to grab the back of their skull, and I'm going to smash my skull against theirs and toss them into the crowd towards the robot.
Oh shit, okay.
And I'm going to have my hand raised at the robot, and I'm going to close my fist, and I'm going to slam the one spear that I was holding from the dude into a caveman next to me, and I'm going to elbow the other one into Tom's tusk.
Damn. I got brutal. Love to see it.
Aha! You're a false prophet beneath my skill.
Very good. All right, Lloyd, you're up.
All right, I see that Jim has a firearm. Do I know, or can I see if Rutherford or Scrumple have, or what their main mode of attack is?
Yeah, what are your guys' main weapons, I guess, in a fight?
I still have the dagger that Lloyd gave me in our last mission.
I have a wrench.
I have a 6 charge ray. The ray gun.
All right. So ray gun, dagger, and big fucking wrench.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna say I have some sort of futuristic firearm on me. I know we never kind of went over that, but I mean, is that okay?
I would say so. From being like the post-apocalypse,
yeah.
you would definitely have some sort of firearm on you for sure.
Nothing too specialized or OP, just the equivalent of future Glock.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah, I'd say that's totally fair.
Okay. I want to not roll for damage, but roll for effect to make a tag that someone could effectively utilize on their next attack to have a better chance at
so
damage.
you want to roll to create an advantage.
Roll to create an advantage. There we go. That's what I want.
Right?
So I'm gonna shoot using his engineering expertise
Lloyd is looking at the joints of the thing, and he's going to soften that target and to create a tag of like weak point or softened target on that thing, and he will, I guess, let Jim know about that if successful. It's a 2.
And so you're just trying to make a weak point on the
Yeah.
robot.
I think so long as you're successful, you just create a tag for it.
Okay. So then I'm going to say that the robot sees you shooting at it, so it is going to use active opposition to try to dodge it.
Okay.
I think that's the move.
Sure.
Oh.
Ooh. Where do ties go?
When you tie, you get a boost instead of a situation aspect you were going for. This might mean you have to rename the aspect a bit to reflect its temporary nature.
Okay. So I'll say it had, instead of weakening the target, it had to move and dodge in a way that has exposed a sort of how do you say, like a temporarily exposed
like
weak point.
off balance or something.
Yeah, we'll say it's off balance.
Okay.
We'll go with that instead.
Yeah, sounds good. And I think these temporary aspects only last until the start of your next turn. If I'm not
Right.
mistaken.
So rather than being a tag that you could just get to eventually, utilize it like now rather than later, because it's not going to be there.
Understood. And would you like to move anywhere?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll move over by this rock.
Got it. Scrumple.
Actually,
Can I
no,
move
I'll
next
move
to
a
the
little further
robot?
up. I'll move right here. Sorry.
What were you saying, Scrumple?
Can I move next to the robot?
Yeah, I think you can move to another zone. So yeah. Like I said, this rock platform is about 20 feet up. So there's probably going to be some difficulty in whether or not you actually get up there. So I'm going to say make me an athletics check.
I would love to, if it would let me.
Are you still in edit mode?
Oh, I was.
3. Yeah, that's good enough. So yeah, you are now on the platform with the robot.
Am I able to still do something?
Yeah.
Does it have any exposed, like, wires or bolts or whatever?
There are a couple bolts that are like directly underneath it. So like if you're looking at the picture as it is, it's like right there at the very bottom of the sphere.
Can I use my big fucking wrench to try and take it apart?
You wanna basically roll to create an advantage?
Yeah, with crafts.
Okay. It's gonna see you coming for it, and since you are within very close proximity, it is going to try to fight you.
Yeah.
Okay.
As its defense. So go
Sure.
ahead and give me your crafts, and I will roll fight to try to swat you away. Ooh, that's a tie. Okay, so
Nice.
Can I use a fate point to increase it by 2?
you absolutely
Oh, wait.
can.
Go. Hell
Wait, my
yeah.
big fucking wrench, +2 to crafts when using it to fix or break something.
Oh shit! So you're already at a +6. So yeah, you would successfully create that advantage. When you succeed, you create a situation aspect with a free invocation.
What does that mean?
Essentially, it means that you went underneath it and you started taking it apart. Basically, you're attempting to take it apart. It failed at swatting you away.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to create a tag on that robot that people can invoke to give themselves bonuses to their rolls.
Yeah, and the first time or every time that it's used, it is free.
I think it's when you succeed with a free invocation, so the first time is free.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I suppose it probably would expose its inner wires and stuff, so maybe like a weak point.
Okay. That would work, actually.
Yeah.
So, let me do... I'm just making a note here of all the stuff here. So, well, we can make the tag exposed underbelly.
Yeah.
Sure.
And that is a situation tag. Alright. Very good. Alright, and that's your turn, which means we are now at Rutherford.
Rutherford is going to go and run behind the rock here and just like drop onto his knees as just he's like quivering in fear since this is the first time he's ever seen combat. He's just like, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, just gripping onto the dagger with both his hands, just no one ever told me it was going to be this way. Oh god, gather yourself, Rutherford.
For some reason, I thought you were like your character was singing the Friends theme song to like calm himself.
It's just
And you're just very weakly doing the claps.
that's how he's just. He's like.
I can imagine him doing like the hand jive from Grease.
But yeah, so like at this point, he's just going to try to like hide, just like duck behind the rock for now, and just to be like try to gather strength in himself because right now he's just too fucking terrified to move.
Yeah,
Am I not inspirational enough for you?
So we can do one of two things. You can roll stealth to try to disappear behind this rock.
Mhm.
You could also, if you want to like try to quickly gather your spirit, you can do a will check. And I'm gonna say, since this is like a pretty massive fight and you're scared shitless, you need to beat I'm gonna say a +3 on will. And so if you pull that will save off, then you'll be able to like steal yourself, or you can just hide. It's whatever you want to do.
Fuck it, I'll do the will.
Yeah. Holy fuck!
He just
Fucking hell.
Oh my god!
Holy shit!
Wow. He sucked that shit back up into his body and he's ready.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
constipated now.
It's just taking out the dagger, just heroism in his heart, and he's just like points the dagger at the robot. Foul beast! I shall slay you!
That's the gusto I like to hear, Rutherford.
Oh, that's good. All right.
And Rutherford was never seen again.
This dies by one caveman spear.
All right.
Scrumple is now partially deaf.
Oh, that's good. So now it's the giant robot's turn.
Oh no.
Go.
And yeah, Scrumple, I'm gonna move you a little bit so you're like a little bit closer.
Why did you have to change your voice like that when you said that?
Because you were the only one within its range. And yeah, it saw that you have effectively exposed some sort of like internal wiring on its underbelly, and it does not like that at all. It is going to swing at you. How would you like to defend yourself? With athletics or with fight yourself?
Athletics.
Okay, let's roll it.
Damn.
Holy shit, we tied again.
Can I use a fate point to add +2?
If you'd like to.
Legendary.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Shit. When you tie an attack, you don't cause any harm, but you gain a boost. But if you're spending a fate point, then you fail.
What?
Or no, sorry, you did the I was reading from the book. The robot failed. My
Oh.
apologies. All right, so then there you go. Yeah, you don't take any harm. The robot's one of its tendrils slashes in your direction, but you're very nimble and you kind of do that thing where you jump and you actually hop off of its claw to get out of harm's way.
Okay. And then does cunning evasion work now?
Oh,
When you
does that
successfully
do?
defend against an area attack with athletics, you may roll to create an advantage with stealth as a free action.
from an area attack. This was a very specifically targeting you attack. Also,
Damn it!
Carmelia the Quetz, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate you.
Hey.
We love to see a
Welcome.
nice raid.
Welcome,
Welcome
in.
in, Raiders!
We're
Welcome.
having our gang of fellows fight a robot that's being worshipped by cavemen.
I have a mammoth named Tom.
Yes, and Bruno has a mammoth named Tom. It's very, very on brand session so far.
And I have normal feet. Do not let them tell you lies.
God damn.
He has dainty doll's feet.
They're size 9 European. They're average.
All right, so now after that, it is the cavemen's turn, and they've only got one enemy technically in front of them.
And they don't get any bonuses against me.
They get no bonuses against you because of your stunt. That's right. All right, so they are going to fight you. How do you
Okay.
choose to defend yourself?
I mean, I'm defending myself with fight.
All right, let's roll
I
a
fight
off.
back.
Wow, good for them.
Nice.
All right.
Now, by chance, because Tom is involved, is this also technically targeting Tom, who's an ally?
I would say no, purely because, like the mammoth may have rode in, but the cavemen are targeting. They see you as the bigger threat after all the shit that you did to those three.
I'm a bigger threat than a mammoth.
Well,
What's
Tom rode
up?
in, and now he's just standing around, glassy-eyed, kind of wondering what the fuck to do. Like,
It's fair.
he's not a
yeah.
fighting animal, you know.
No. But you defended yourself by two shifts. So when they go to fight you, you're able to take two more of them out.
I'm gonna do the classic, like grab the heads and smash them together.
Yeah.
Nice.
Look at your metal god fail, and you fight me. Stand down and lay down your weapons.
Jim, you're up.
I would like to counter scan the robot, like how he scanned me. I'd like to scan him.
Okay.
Just looking for not only like a weakness to the robot, but also like trying to find out what the robot's deal is. Like what,
Ooh, okay.
like is he from a counter organization of the ChronoCorps? Trying to figure out.
So this will
like,
count as your
investigate.
action for your turn.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Go ahead and This is gonna be, yeah. Investigate works fine. They are going to try to resist you
Wait,
being able to scan them.
I'll do 2 investigates.
Oh, that's right, because of your quick
Quick
eye,
eye.
you're able to do
Yeah.
it faster.
Nice.
Damn, that's good.
Man, that's good, man.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Very good. All right, they're going to try to resist that, and this is kind of more of a mental thing, which they're not really great for mental. We'll just see what happens here.
Ammo.
Maybe by 3 now.
All right, so you succeed with style, actually.
Hell yeah.
So I believe when you succeed with style, you get to do like another tag or something. Is it a temporary tag? Am I correct on that, Lloyd?
Oh, yeah. We succeed with style. You
Either that or you or is it like you pay like what is it? Pay it forward or no? That's the other system.
Yeah, that's Monster of the Week you're thinking of.
Yeah. I think you just make a thing, a new tag.
Oh, so this would be classified as an overcome, I would say. So when you succeed with style at an overcome action, you get a boost in addition to attaining your goal. And I believe a boost is like is another temporary thing, I believe. I have to scroll to see.
Ooh, I've got a hell of a next turn, you guys.
Let
Let me tell you. If I can pull this off.
I guess I just find out what organization the robot is a part of.
Yeah, because boosts are kind of a super transient kind of aspect. So you go through.
We'll just say. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say you could just tag it as information.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like as abstract as that, if you want.
Yeah. But essentially, Jim, you start pouring through this thing's basically data to figure out what's going on.
You just see Jim in the corner with his like right hand, like the two fingers on his forehead, and the left hand like force palm outstretched, like he's trying to force thing. And meanwhile, those do nothing. He's just scanning the area.
Yeah.
So what you find out about this robot is that it is a lot of its arsenal is physical attacks from its claws. Its claws also enable it to bore through rock. And it also has a laser that it shoots from its red eye. After you do a little bit more digging, you find that somewhere connected in its backlog, you see a name, you see a set of words called the Unraveling.
Oh no. Guys, we're dealing with the Unraveling.
That
Well, I don't know exactly, but given that we're menders of history in the ChronoCorps, I'm guessing that we mend whatever, unravels. So
Sure. It's on point thematically for sure.
Thematically, I would say that this robot is part of an organization previously not known to us, but has been working this whole entire time that we've been fighting against.
Yeah. Although, I mean, it's unlikely we'd be able to convey that in the middle of combat. But that will be a thing you will definitely be.
I will definitely be telling them. Meanwhile, in combat, I'm saying like, stay away from the claws. Stay away from the eyeball too. If it looks at you, just hope for the best. It's a laser.
That works. Bruno, you're up.
Take those cavemen out.
I'm like with the assistance of Tom. I'm gonna continue just waylaying into these cavemen.
All right, bring it. They're gonna fight you back.
They can certainly try. Oh my god!
Fucking hell!
Holy shit! Yeah, you take out 4 of them.
Now, like I was asking, like
how many
I'm
have you done
helping?
so far?
Does that give me the +2 from before or no?
Unless you've instructed Tom to fight with you, I would say no. Or yeah.
Because I wanted to where Tom's fighting with me anyway.
Okay. Then you know what? Let's resolve this now. Make a rapport roll to see if you can convince Tom to take on all these cavemen. Yeah, that's not gonna do it.
That's fair.
Well, at the very least, he's valuable in that you can put your back to him and someone can't come behind you with a spear. He's a big in-the-way object.
Knowing it could be, Tom is not used to fighting with me. He's not used to, like, having somebody, like, be like I would say like probably isn't used to being a part of what would be a herd,
Right.
so to speak. I mean, we found him on his own. So if anything, they don't know how I'm going to be fighting in general. They're just seeing me waylay into stuff, and it might be kicking in their head. It's like, this is a predator. That this is something that would ordinarily hunt me, and it was nice to me. I'm confused. My fight or flight doesn't know how to react.
Yeah.
That's very fair. But in this exchange, you take out 4 cavemen.
Also, hello, Boomba. Hi.
Yo, Boomba.
Hello, Boomba.
Boomba.
Bruno is going to grab 2 more cavemen. He's going to proceed to push one in the way of a spear, so then they're impaled on that spear. Grab the hand of the person that was wielding that spear, shove them forward and uppercut them. And then the next 2 that are coming his way, he's going to forearm slam on top of the head. And then the next one, he's going to put in a headlock and then punch him in the top of the head as well with his metal fist.
Oh yeah, that's right. Boomba's caveman. That's so. We're fighting cavemen. I'm so sorry.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
No bueno.
Oh no.
These are cavemen under the control of robots.
Yeah. It's not like
it's-
anybody you know. Yeah.
It's
It's not racist, I swear.
Therefore, they deserve death.
yeah, it's
Well,
justified murder.
If you want to justify it a little further, like I said, their eyes are glowing the same red as the robot, so.
Oh well, there you go. Yeah. It's
But
they're taking them over.
they're robot cavemen.
Robot caveman. There you go.
Maybe.
All right.
They seem a little bit fleshy as Bruno's kind of wailing into them.
Terminator.
They're controlled by the robot. It's a robot caveman.
Yeah.
Your false prophet is failing.
Lloyd, you're up.
that you lay down your arms, or I will lay mine in.
Sure.
That's hard.
Man, that's my turn.
Yep. Lloyd.
Okay. Ooh, baby, I got a good one coming. Okay.
Let's see it.
I would like to move into the same zone as the robot.
All right. I'm going to need an athletics check to see if you can successfully climb the wall of this platform.
Okay. Let me. Please do it. Athletics, right?
Yep. Boom.
Oh, okay,
Knocked
good.
it out of the park. You are up there with Scrumple.
Okay. I would like, if it is okay, to utilize all 3 of the advantages that we have created on this thing.
Oh shit.
The being off balance,
Okay.
the exposed wires,
Okay.
and what Jim has gleaned from this thing by scanning it.
Okay.
Is that okay, group? Is that I'm pulling the group? Is that okay on taking those advantages?
Sure, that's what they're there for.
I'm fine with it, dog.
I would like to use crafts to shut it down.
Hold on. Okay.
So he goes in there. He kind of, it's off kilter, so he kind of sneaks in under its legs. He starts fiddling with the wires that Scrumple made available, and then he shouts out to Jim over the intercom. Jim, give me them codes you got. And then Jim was kind of like, kind of wireless Wi-Fi passes me the thing that he got.
God damn, that is a slick fucking move.
Yeah, and he's gonna hardwire into it and shut the motherfucker down.
Well, he's not gonna let you do it without a fight. He's gonna swing at you.
Okay. Oh, God. Please. Am I rolling a defense or am I rolling my attack on it?
If you're going to go in and try
I'm
to
attacking with crafts, essentially.
Right. I would say that you could use crafts as an attack because you know what you're looking for and what to like unplug or what to jack into.
Yeah.
So I'd say that's fair. I'm going to burn a fate point to re-roll his fight.
Oh, come on! I will offer my fate point that I have. This is my last fate point that he does not do that.
Damn it.
Sweeten the deal.
Mmm.
Oh, God damn it!
Well, if it doesn't work, you have a fate point that you can use to potentially do something with it.
Okay. All right. Fine. All
Am
right.
I able, like,
Well,
so?
actually, no. You can use a fate point to cancel a compel or something like that, right? So then-
I thought so.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah,
that's
you
what
can-
I was doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we can do that. Then I don't know.
I
how to
used my last
reset
fate
it,
point to basically take Pilot over the plot and say no, he didn't.
but he essentially did a 3. So
He
I
did
don't
a
know-
3. Okay. So all I do is roll crafts then,
Yes.
or do I have to defend against that attack first, and then do a crafts?
Since you're trying to do a crafts, he's defending himself using fight.
Right. His defense against my attack was
Yes.
him swatting me away. So all I
Correct.
do is my crafts. Okay.
Yes. Oh.
Okay. It's
Okay.
a 4.
Yeah.
But I also don't I have all those other tags?
Yeah.
So do I do +3 twice or 3 times or?
I think it's it would be +2 3 times. Well, it's a good question.
Is it?
Actually.
Yeah. Do you if you want to look it up and make sure?
Yeah, give me
I
just
don't
want to
do this wrong.
Invoking multiple.
If so, this could be good.
You can invoke multiple aspects on a single roll, but you cannot invoke the same aspect multiple times. So if your reroll doesn't help you enough for a second roll. So yeah, you can invoke. So you have a free one from which ones?
Well, there's the one that I believe
Off balance. Off balance.
off balance. There's the one Scrumple made.
That's a free one.
That's a free one. And then there's the one Jim made from being just really dope as shit. And I don't know how that works.
I think it
Garnering
goes-
information and giving insight on the attack methods of the enemy. So
So-
technically, it's tactics.
Yeah. And they succeeded with style, so they actually get 2 free invocations.
Fuck.
So really, but you can't invoke it twice in the same action.
Right, but separate ones is okay
The
then?
separate ones is okay, and all of them do come with 1 free invocation, so you're looking at a +6 on top of your roll.
Yeah!
That's what's
Oh.
up.
Holy fucking shit. Okay.
Legendary.
Hell yeah.
So that is a shift of 7. I need to. Okay, so we need to start knocking some consequences, and some stress boxes. We're gonna say that he is going to take him. He's gonna take a severe consequence.
Okay.
That's gonna take care of 6 of them.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
That's going to count for 6 against your stack. Let's see, what severe consequence can we get with you being inside and fiddling with shit?
I am inside you.
Maybe
Right.
it rolls twice and it takes the worst one.
We could just
Glad I
say
investigated before you went inside the creature.
we could say
I wanted to get in there and chew wires.
we could say destroyed circuitry is one of its as its severe consequence.
Okay.
Okay, and then that leaves it with how many shifts did we have of that? 7.
You said 7?
So then
yeah?
it's going to mark one of its physical stress boxes. So it's still up,
Ah!
but you've done a good fucking chunk of damage to it. It's not
Okay.
taken out yet.
Okay. I guess he'll shout at his new the new hire. It says he's like, it's just about there. Just finish the damn thing off.
I'm not new.
Dude, you're
We're
new.
alone!
Speaking of Scrumple, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Are you still inside the robot?
Yeah, I'm essentially kind of like, mechanic, like feet coming out of it. Like I'm like in there.
Dangle, dangle, pinata.
I
dangle.
hardwired into it.
So I wouldn't be able to get in there.
I mean, don't you have
You're
a
pretty
s-
small.
You have a stunt that lets you squeeze through things, don't you?
Oh, yeah,
I do have contortionist, yeah.
There you go.
I'm a rat.
perfect. It's
Hit
like
him with
you
the
were
rat
made
attack.
for this.
Oh, but that's only if I move from one area to another.
Hmm.
I could almost safely say that
Yeah.
the platform to inside the robot would be a shift in a different zone. I
Yeah,
think that's
then I'm-
fair.
You're
'Cause this
moving
thing is
from
big.
the area outside to the area inside.
I think that's
Yeah.
I think that's a fair ruling. I think the
Auto
inside
zone.
of the robot counts as a third zone.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll do that then.
Okay.
I think everyone at the table agrees that.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
Get
everybody
in the
ever-
agrees.
zone. Auto
You ever
zone.
just go into like the enemy's secret third zone?
Whoa.
Only after dinner.
Only with consent.
I would like to get in there and start chewing wires.
All right.
That's
Um,
what she said.
Yeah. Damn, this robot's getting that good old DP.
Well, speaking of DP, I'm gonna drink mine now.
That's what my username is abbreviated as.
God damn it.
Mine is
um,
abbreviated as
alright.
BSP.
So you guys are basically inside the robot. Scrumple, you're gonna start chewing on the wire. I guess that's fight. I guess that's a fair assumption to make.
Unless you want to use your crafts and be like, you're not just indiscriminately chewing. You're like, oh, I know what this is. I know what this is. I'm unplugging that.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I
can
was
do that
gonna
too.
Downloaded the wrong
I was gonna
form of
go for
Ratatouille.
crafts, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whichever one you'd like to do.
Yeah, you
Whichever
can
one.
roll
Crafts with my big fucking wrench.
It is going to roll physique to try to grapple you and pull you out, though, as
Oh,
part of its
no.
defense.
Like a claw machine.
I hope
Yes.
it does that thing where. I hope it does that thing where like the only thing that can pierce it is itself, like from The Incredibles, and start doing damage to itself.
Can I use a fate point to re-roll that?
You can. Oh.
Huh.
Okay, so it's a tie. So
Does big fucking wrench take place here too, or no?
because you're using crafts.
Yeah.
Fair enough, yeah.
Yeah, that does. So you would get a +6. Okay. Yeah, so you succeed by 2 shifts. So it's going to take 2 more. It's going to take 2 stress. I am going to use one of its mild consequences to not have to mark any physical stress boxes, and we're going to call it
Excuse me.
internally tinkered with. Okay. So still in the fight, but you're knocking out. You guys are knocking out its consequences, which once they run out, they have to use physical stress boxes, and then that's when the kill comes.
Yeah, killing something in Fate Core is surprisingly difficult.
Oh yeah. Because
I was
they
hoping
kind of
just to
have
do,
like 2
like-
health bars if you think about it that way.
Yeah, I was hoping to do like a nice clean, like just power it down, but it didn't get to do that, I guess.
No, you did a good chunk of fucking damage to it.
Yeah.
So we are now going to Rutherford with your newfound bravery.
So Rutherford's just going to charge out and immediately start heading for the platform
Oh,
to
shit.
go and slay the beast.
Okay.
Oh no!
Give me an,
Oh, no,
give me an
Rutherford.
athletics to climb that wall first. You
Well-
do not get there.
Wow.
I'll use a fate point to reroll.
Still don't get there.
Just you wait! I'm coming for you!
So I just imagine it just like and then just eat shit like on trying to climb up.
It's Rutherford sitting there just kind of like trying to climb but just sliding back down.
Until like
people who
9
climb rock
out of
walls and
30
fall down partway
cavemen,
through.
and just everybody's going for the boss. And it's like, I've got this.
I mean, you clearly do, though. Like, that's like not even. Like, we don't even doubt that. We're just like, yeah, cool. He's a bunch of Neanderthals.
You're doing
He's
great,
fine.
sweetie. Like.
Oh, I did want to mention, to kind of help with the narrative that you were trying to run, TVHEADD. You did succeed with style on your crafts check, which I think gives you a situation. Is it a situation aspect or a boost that you can invoke?
Oh, not sure. I think it's a boost like Jim, right?
So it's like a temporary one then.
Yeah.
Okay. So then what I can say is that, and since you did it with style, I think you get 2 free invocations.
Okay.
So then we will give the giant robot the situation aspect of you basically being plugged into it.
Yeah.
And so that way you can get boosts
On the next one.
on the next one too.
Okay, cool.
So that's so you're it's still working with what you were trying to do.
Right.
Let's see. We'll say getting hacked.
Yeah. Hardwired and getting hacked.
No, call it LAN party.
Either way.
And then 2, 3. And so if the temporary tag, so anybody can use that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Very good. All right. So now it's the giant robot's turn.
Oh boy.
Oh, did Jim go? Oh wait, no, he goes first. Never mind.
Yeah, Jim goes first. Let's see. We got 2 people inside this robot, and one of them is plugged in.
Yeah.
I think it's going to use physique to try to grab Lloyd and pull him out.
Okay. I'm
Disconnect.
a lot of fate points, so all of my stuff requires fate point expenditures. So it's just straight up for me. I guess physique to physique, right? Or
would it be
can I
athletic?
fight?
If you can fight, and if you succeed in fight, you can deal damage back.
Okay.
It's just trying to pull you out. Oh shit!
Fuck yeah!
And remember, you used to have a free invocation with your getting hacked tag on the giant.
Well,
robot.
I want to save that for when I'm attacking it, so I can have a better chance to shut it down.
Yeah, totally. You just
Or
you just
wait,
can't
if I
tag
do
it
damage.
twice.
Wait, I get what you're saying. If I could do damage to it now.
Yeah.
And just have it. It's done.
Potentially. I mean, you can invoke it once this time, and then you can invoke it again on your turn when you attack it. Because you can invoke the
free?
same. You can't invoke the same aspect twice with the same action.
Oh. So like, but for free?
Yeah. When you
Oh
succeed with
damn.
style, you
Okay.
get 2 free.
Yeah. I mean, if it's free, yeah, I'll just tag it on there then.
Yeah. So there's 1. We got so that's 1 free.
And
That's
again, I'll have both of these for free next turn as well. There's like there's no reason I shouldn't use it in that case.
Yeah, there's you have 1 free invocation left with the getting hacked tag.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's a total of 2
Correct.
times I can tag it for
Yeah.
free. Okay. I will hedge my bets. Well, no, I'm doing it now. I should just do it now, right?
Yeah,
You
you've
guys-
already done it now. That's how you got your +2 to make it to legendary.
And I can't tag it again.
No, you can't out tag it with the same
Okay,
action.
I get it. Okay, yeah, sure.
Cool.
Then I use that, and then I succeed with style.
Yeah, so
Right?
you succeed with style, and you have a 5-hit shift on this thing.
Okay.
So
This thing isn't very good at defending itself.
apparently,
Well,
well,
that's-
not.
That's also the cascade effect of like being hurt. Like it gets easier and easier to hurt your opponent.
Yeah.
It's losing to IT.
It is going to take a moderate consequence, which is going to remove 4 of those.
This is what brute force hacking looks like.
We're gonna say fried circuit boards for the
Uh.
moderate.
Okay. Do I have enough to like make new tags on it or whatever?
I believe so.
I'm gonna call this one percussive maintenance.
Yeah.
Percussive maintenance. I love that.
It,
Okay.
he feels the weight shift of the robot like it's trying to reach up inside of itself to like pull him out, and he just like bangs on a thing next to him, like cut it out.
All right, so here's how it breaks down. It took a moderate consequence, which removes 4 from the 5 shift. It checked a physical stress box, so it only has 2 left.
Okay.
And now you've created another temporary tag. And since you succeeded with style, you have 2 free invocations of it, and it's called percussive maintenance.
Yeah.
Percussive maintenance.
My fight roll was banging on its innards to get it to stop trying to attack me.
2 free temp. All right, now it's now it's the cavemen's turn, and cavemen are just going to keep swinging on Bruno. He is the biggest threat.
Clearly.
Holy fuck!
Oh no!
That is another 5 cavemen taken down.
Oh no!
I have taken down 14 total so far.
That's right.
I was gonna
And you
ask.
wonder
I was
why
gonna
you
taken
don't
one
fucking
half
help.
of them, basically.
Fucking hell!
Yeah, I'm keeping track.
Dear
Oh
God.
man!
Bruno's a
One
one-man
helps
army.
me. Maybe that's why. Because you're actively just sitting there beating the shit out of cavemen.
On top of, wait, not Sabertooth.
No, back
Mammoth.
to back with a woolly
Mammoth.
mammoth.
Woolly mammoth. I was gonna say Sabertooth mammoth.
I'm gonna say
That's
this.
terrifying.
I like them coming at me. Like one of them, I let them run into my fist and just knock themselves out. The next one, I'm going to grab the bottom of their jaw and break it and push them away.
Oh,
Yikes!
And then the next 3, I'm just going to proceed to grab one, suplex, uppercut the next, and I'm going to gut punch one so hard that you hear his spine snap and it echoes in the cave.
Jesus! Holy fuck! Bruno literally pulls no punches.
Come on! The bloodlust is filling me!
All right, Jim, you're up.
I'm just here, and I'm looking at all this happening, and I'm like, well, this is something. Did I ever get the weakness of the robot?
The only real weakness is like interior damage, which is what Lloyd and Scrumple are currently working on.
Oh, okay.
Its shell's pretty tough. And that's pretty much like what you've been able to figure out so far.
Could Jim utilize any of the current tags on it in
Yes.
in order to shoot it in its eye?
Yeah.
Yeah, there are 3 tags that, well, 2 of them have free invocations. One of them you'd have to spend a fate point to invoke.
Yeah.
But you can use them.
I would like to use the tags to shoot him in the eye.
How many of them are you using? All 3?
Yeah, let's use all 3.
Okay. So then, getting hacked is no longer has free invocations.
Okay.
Percussive maintenance has 1 free invocation left, and you've tagged exposed underbelly using a fate point.
Yes.
Okay. So then, yeah, you'll get a +6 on your shoot.
Hell yeah.
This thing is he sees that you're coming out and you're aiming your ray gun at its eye, and it's gonna shoot you back.
Oh boy.
We'll see how that goes.
You can get a +6.
Oh
So
yes.
1, 2, 3.
That's Jesus.
that fucker's dead.
That's 9. That's a shift of 9. Good lord. Okay.
I take aim, I shoot, and even though it shoots, my ray is better than its ray, because my ray is blue, and its ray is red. So my ray is the ray of goodness, and light, and friendship. And it shoots, my ray shoots straight down the middle of its ray, rendering its ray powerless, and it explodes into like a particle of dust.
Okay.
Meanwhile, my ray continues on into the eyeball and completely evaporates the head.
Let's break this down. And there doesn't really need to be much breaking down. That's a 9 shift hit. And it only has a mild consequence and 2 physical stress boxes left. So Jim, how do you destroy this giant robot?
Its head then explodes in a million shrapnels of pieces as it's just a gush of fire just suddenly bursts forth from the body. It suddenly collapses down on the weight of its own body to the ground and slowly starts to tip over. Boom! As it crashes to the ground, you see all the eyes of the caveman turn back to normal as they're just looking around confused.
That's exactly
Meanwhile,
what happens.
the robot, now dead, starts to disintegrate from pure awesomeness.
I maybe wouldn't add that last part.
Oh yeah, because there's 2 people inside of it.
Well, no, I mean like turns to dust.
I mean, still.
I'll give you this one. You hit it and it starts frying itself so bad that it literally just like pieces of it just starts falling apart. And so it instead of like it disintegrating into dust, like an arm falls off, a panel falls off, and eventually it just it loosens itself to become a pile of scrap that now Lloyd and Scrumple are sitting on on top of.
Yeah.
And that's the end of combat for the robot anyway.
Okay. Before it can like self-destruct or anything crazy like that, I would really like to get any kind of like maybe hard drive that it has, or like crucial circuitry that isn't fried to analyze.
You're able to find a hard drive and some undamaged circuitry.
Okay, that's all I wanted. I didn't mean to like slightly step on your toes there, Jim. I was like,
No.
we need.
I realized that like afterwards, like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I did the investigation beforehand and got all the knowledge of like the unravelers or whatever, but like I didn't think about like hard physical evidence until just now. Like, we found a robot, and turns out there's this evil organization. Kim's like, cool, so you got proof, right? Oh,
none whatsoever.
So,
yeah.
With this,
no, you're just gonna have to take our word for it.
Now that the robot is destroyed, and that's actually what I was about to follow up with once Jim was done explaining his kill. You do see the eyes of the cavemen revert back to normal eyes. And they are now just kind of standing around, not so much confused as much as dazed. Like they're only conscious, but like they're not processing really anything.
The lights are on, no one's home.
Exactly.
Yes, hypnosis, brain rot. Hypnosis, brain rot. I've seen this before.
So we are out of the combat order if you guys would like to just kind of do as you please.
Hello? Hello? Come on. Anyone there?
I would like to investigate to see if I can do anything to help them out.
You mean, okay, you got an investigate +3. Very good. So you start looking at these cavemen a little more closely, and as you're like you're like waving your hand in front of their face, nothing's really happening. You kind of take a walk around one of them, and you see on kind of like between the shoulder blades of not just the one that you're looking at, but then as you turn to the rest of them, on all of them, there seems to be some sort of minor puncture wound.
Oh. I like to investigate further to see if there's like a chip in them that might be controlling them.
Ooh,
Oh wow.
God damn. Jim killing it with the investigation part.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
He's a detective.
He is a detective.
He is a detective.
Almost like he's a detective.
This is your bread and butter. Yeah,
Yeah.
So your fingers kind of turn into like these intricate, precise tools, and you kind of start digging into this part between the shoulder blades, kind of close to the nape of the neck, and you do hit something hard. And as you bring it out of the flesh of this caveman, you do find a chip, and it's actually a little bit more than a chip. It looks like
It looks like Chip Watterson.
Yeah. Hey guys, how's it going? But
It was me the whole time.
It was me the whole time. Wouldn't you know it?
Well, don't you know?
But you pull out. It's like a small little device that has these prongs that you can assume have been stuck into the spinal cord of these cavemen.
I like to take out a petri dish and put it carefully into the petri dish, and for like safekeeping.
All right.
For like analyzation later.
And because you removed something, you basically had to sever the spinal column in order to be able to get this thing out. That caveman does just fucking crumple.
Oh, well. He is dead. Anyone got an EMP device on them?
Not especially, no.
Bruno, your arm, can it send out electromagnetic pulses?
You'd have to break it, but they're all innocent here.
Wait, no, I'm also an android. The caveman will be fine, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
Is there anything that anybody else wants to do?
So, my character, my suspicion is that, well, first thing I need to do is confirm whether or not our connection to home base is reestablished. The thing that was kind of jamming and obfuscating our ability to pierce back at them has gone away, hopefully, perhaps.
You run a diagnostics using your pad, and it seems that all connections back to ChronoCorps have been restored.
I relay that information. I say, looks like connection with home base has been reestablished now that this thing's out of commission. Now that they can look at this place, not only should we be able to go home, they should be able to send some cleaners in here and make sure all things that don't belong in this time period are exfiltrated out of here.
I thought we're one time where we don't go back. One and
No,
done.
don't they send
usually, right?
cleaners? They send cleaners to clean up after us, right?
On certain special occasions, you would assume that this is a very special occasion.
Yeah.
Yes, we're the first team of cleaners.
Yeah, we solved the problem, and then they just send a bunch of essentially forensics guys to come and
we're
get
like
the rest of it.
we're
'cause
like
it'll take forever.
We're like the special forces in the school shootings where we go in and anything that could be holding a gun we shoot, and then later the police come in and escort all the people out.
But yeah, essentially they have people for that.
Yeah.
I would imagine, because it's probably a process. They probably have to it's a long cleanup thing, and if you miss something, it'll take a long time. So they want to make sure they get it right.
Mhm.
So I'm sure they will send some people.
Yeah, we're
Now-
not
now
smart
that-
enough. We're the B crew in terms of being able to make sure the timeline's exactly right. There's specialists designed for this.
Well, yeah,
You know.
it's not that like we're bad at it. I mean, we're obviously good at our job. It's just like that's not our job. Cleanup is not our job. Like they have people.
Like we're look, we don't have time to make sure every butterfly's wing is flapping correctly at the right angle. There's people for that.
And that's actually a really good segue because you guys don't have a lot of time at all as all of your devices start that familiar slow beeping that gradually picks up pace.
Oh, okay, yeah, we gotta get out of here now that the connection's established. We gotta get to the XYZ.
I'm gonna go grab Tom.
All right.
I don't know if Tom will be able to come back with us.
You approach Tom.
Do you want to follow? It's up to you.
Follow
if you
or
can
die,
convince him
I
and he
guess.
can keep up, I suppose. But
Give me rapport. And you're gonna...
Can I spend a fate point?
To reroll, yeah.
And were you about to go and say like what the DC I needed to beat was?
Yes.
What would the DC be?
5.
Fuck.
Oh.
It's all right.
Could I do a rapport?
Hmm?
Like, could I also try and convince, or...
I mean, other people can spend fate points on another player's behalf, I believe. Am I right on that, TVHEADD?
I believe so, yes. But I'm all out, so.
Well, no, I was
Knocked
just going to
out.
do a rapport on Tom.
Yours might be a little bit harder because he's not as familiar with you as he is with Bruno.
I got a 3.
I only have the 1 point, so I don't really know if that would really help.
It would add +2 to it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how much do I have to beat?
For you, since you're not as familiar with Tom as Bruno is, you would have to beat a 7.
Yeah, so that 2 is not really going to help.
I have 2 faith points, but...
Up to you.
It's up to you.
The beeping gets faster.
Gotta go.
Yeah, I'll spend them both.
Okay.
We're at the end of our session.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, yeah, so you come up and what do you say to convince Tom to go with you guys?
Tom, you either stay here and potentially get murdered, or you can come with us and live in a sweet bar.
Tom weighs his options.
Come on.
Tom looks to Jim and then looks back to you, Bruno, and he nuzzles himself against your metal arm.
The tiniest little toot.
The tiniest little toot. And that toot is when back towards, past the boulders a little bit in this general direction is where the portal opens up for you guys to be able to go back to base.
all right, we gotta run.
All right, come on, everyone, let's go. Come on, Tom.
Jim is out.
Yeah. I like the colloquialism of, instead of like in military terms, they might say an exfiltration or an LZ, a landing zone.
Mm-hmm.
But for the ChronoCorps, they say the XYZ.
That's good. All right, so the 5 of you plus Tom
Yeah, you gotta examine your zipper, dude.
run
That
through
first
the
rule of
portal.
time travel.
And as you guys make your way on the other side of the wormhole, you re-emerge inside of the teleportation pad. And when Tom comes through, you hear the crunching and whirring of the devices above you that brought you in.
Oh, jeez.
Kimberly, who is relieved to see that you guys are all okay, is now in shock and awe that there is now a woolly mammoth on the starbase.
We didn't miss Kimberly.
You should have seen it. I went and I was like, I shall slay you, and then it died. I think I have magic. I'm like the one they call Harry Potter.
Kimberly's just kind of like, she doesn't know, she can't process whether or not to be mad or happy that you guys are safe or questioning what the fuck a woolly mammoth is doing in here now. So
Kimberly, good timing. So good news, bad news. We defeated the robot. Bad news. There's this organization that is literally unraveling all the work we do. And we have proof.
And further good news, we have a woolly mammoth named Tom.
And further good news, we have a woolly mammoth named Tom.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't keep smuggling large mammals through that. It's not good for it.
You smuggle me
woolly
through all the
mammoth
time.
wasn't supposed to be there. We can all agree.
Fair enough.
We solved an anomaly.
The mammoth was gonna die.
What we do.
I mean,
It was really hot.
not to be brutalist here, but cleaning crew could have easily dissected it and brought it through piece by piece if it didn't belong. But I understand.
It would have died.
Kimberly kind of shakes herself out of her stupor, and she looks to Bruno and points a finger and says, "Stop bringing animals. This is the last one. I don't even know where the fuck we're gonna put this thing."
Oh! I have the solution for that. The speakeasy. I need someone to ring the bell.
Jesus. Are you... It's yours. Your responsibility. Nobody else's. Got it? Director's
Well,
already gonna have a
perfectly
fucking... If it wasn't for the fact that you found out about whatever the hell it is that's causing all of these things, then... And then she just kind of turns her attention away from you and points at Lloyd and Jim and says, "You two, whatever evidence that you found about this other group, I need you to give it to me, and we need to have a meeting with the director soon."
I pull out the little chip.
Yeah, I started walking back to engineering. Yeah, sure. I'll analyze this stuff first, and then I'll get it right to y'all.
And then she points to Scrumple and Rutherford. And good job on not dying, you two.
As if that was ever in the plans. What else would you expect of the prehistoric hero, Sir Rutherford Price the Fourth?
Right, he's got a gigantic
Price. Not gonna lie, thought it said Prince.
I mean, I am royalty, but I mean, my last name is Price.
Let's not talk about the Deadpool on that guy, okay?
All right. Fucking get out of here. I have a hell of a report to type up.
Can do!
I just leave
Come
the
on,
chip
Tom.
with Kim. Chip Watterson is now with Kimberly.
Oh my god, the new ship?
God, and I think that is a great place to end our session.
Yeah.
Mammoth.
So, they brought up a good point earlier. We don't know if we can trust Kimberly quite yet, or just, there's doubt there now where there wasn't. So Lloyd's gonna analyze all this stuff independently, and then give what he finds to them.
You want to know why I have doubt involving Kimberly? How did she find it in the first place?
Yeah. I don't know.
The anomaly was the entity that was there, the robot. That was the outright anomaly present, which is why our stuff started going off.
Yeah.
So we weren't able to detect it while we were there. They clearly weren't able to properly detect it, but somehow Kimberly was able to. and figure out, hey, we need to go to this point in time because something's not right. You have to find what that thing is.
Well, it could go either way, though, right? Like, because it could go in the other way of like, well, the evidence was there was a big hole in the data in time. You know what I mean? Like, the big reason why it was a red flag was that there was no information, which is, you know, a big red flag. Like, there should be information on all points in time, and that was flagged. You know, like.
And with that, it's like all it was there is an absence at a point in time that we have never investigated before.
Yeah, but there should be information there, which is weird, right? But so it's either it could come from above Kimberly, because Kimberly just gets they just send her stuff. She doesn't really control it that way. But I don't know. Like it could go either way. I'm reserving my you know.
But I'm bio.
Well, it's also the fact that conveniently we were what I would believe is the perfect group to deal with it.
That's also interesting too.
Talking about a group that includes Prince Rutherford the Fourth.
I
Wait,
mean,
what was his name?
Yeah, Rutherford.
Rutherford. Sorry, Sir Rutherford the Fourth.
Well, didn't he do that one thing? Wasn't there like one thing that we were like, oh wow, besides the being brave, the
No.
No? I thought he did
No.
something.
Rutherford literally was just.
Rutherford was just there.
He was
Oh,
here
wow.
just to be like.
He was here to be the most entertaining character.
It was the will.
Wowie zowie.
It was the legendary will save.
Oh yeah, that's a highlight. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us for part 5 of ChronoCorps. Part 6 is going to be April 6th. We're going to see some of these faces coming back for that mission.
Yeah.
And let's see what else is going on here. Next weekend, 30th, is going to be Monster of the Week, hosted in Project Open. Which, if you're in, like I said, mine or Undead's or TVHEADD's community, there should be a link somewhere to an application form that you can sign in to be able to get in before our doors open to the public. I'm gonna pass it to my players. If you guys got anything coming up, let us know. Undead?
Honestly, I don't really have much coming up. I'm currently on my month-long break from running stuff primarily in my setting, so I'm doing a lot of variety content as of right now. But I did just launch my campaign setting on Ko-Fi for free because I decided that enough was enough about having it to where it was ask me for it on Discord. I figured, screw it, have it to where there's a direct link where you can go and download the campaign setting for free. Wrote it myself, all independent, 354 pages, has holidays, superstitions, tons of pantheons and gods, massive magic system, whole 9 yards. Other than that, I'm basically chilling. I'm maxing, relaxing, acting all cool.
Right on. TVHEADD.
Remember, kids, buy local, seal corporate.
Right.
Follow Gil Swamp Guy. Do all the things. Follow all these nice people. I think we lost Gray.
Yeah, Gray
There's
blue screen.
Oh no!
Yeah,
that
he
sucks.
blue screened right there at the end.
I don't know what it is.
He's watching the vlog, though.
That's fucking. They just message you.
Hey Gray, if you're watching this, you're amazing. We all love you.
Yeah.
Very true.
Follow
Most
for Gray.
kick-ass rat around.
Yeah.
Type your ending response to Gil, and he'll retroactively put it into the video.
Yeah, I'll do my impression of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. But yeah, plug for Gray. Follow Gray.
Yeah,
and do all
plug
that stuff.
all that. Twitch.tv/ insert grades Twitch.
Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah, everybody's. You can click on everybody's name in the
Dapper
stream
Pumpkin.
title, and you'll be able to follow them from there.
Twitch.tv /DAPPER_PUMPKIN.
Sure.
Good job. Yeah, TV Head, do you have anything else?
Oh no, that's it. That's it.
Okay, Bio.
Hi, you can follow me at twitch.tv/Biosteampunk. I am a variety streamer, and tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. I will be streaming either Fallout 4 with crowd control or Yakuza Infinite Wealth like a dragon. I haven't really decided, but what you should do is, if you're gonna skip that, join me as I'm joined by Team BDSM in GTA 5. It's an unfortunate team name, but our names do start with that acronym. With I'm the B in BD. Okay. Look, you'll just have to be there at 8 p.m. EST on Monday, as I'm joined by my group of lovely heist members.
Very good.
Yay.
Tarrok.
You can follow me at Innkeeper Tarrok on all platforms. The only thing really coming up is we have our AI VTuber Soul Calibur 6 tournament. The one of 3 coming up this year.
Oh yeah, that's the one that I'm in.
Yeah. Bio's there. Gil's been a previous contestant. And we've had plenty of other fun VTubers enter and such like that. It's going to be a lot of fun. There are 3 brackets again for this round, so that'll be coming up in about, I would say, about next week sometime. Not this upcoming week, but the following. So make sure you guys come check that out, because it's going to be a lot of fun times, a lot of good laughs, and a lot of unexpected fights. That's for certain.
I'm gonna have to put that date in my calendar just so I don't miss it.
Oh yeah, no.
Just like
it's gonna be
tournaments,
it's gonna be a
I'll never make it out of pools.
It's gonna be a multi-week event, so there's gonna be a lot of fun stuff coming up.
Can't wait for the Bio week, where it's just Bio against Bio against Bio.
Like I said, Monster of the Week next week. And then, the big thing is another ChronoCorps on the 6th, Discord community night, karaoke night on the 20th. And then I know I've got the dates for Pathfinder and Call of Cthulhu. Pathfinder is going to be on the 26th, which is a Friday, due to some scheduling stuff that I've got going on in April. The 26th is going to be Pathfinder, and then the 27th is going to be Call of Cthulhu. So we're going to do a double header that weekend. It'll be a great time. We're going to kick it over to my buddy Argus, who is currently playing Dragon's Dogma 2.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, indeed. Please go send Argus all the love, because they are a fantastic fellow. They are also in ChronoCorps as Jake the Samurai.
Hey.
You're a samurai.
In the first episode.
Time to wake up, samurai.
And to wake up, samurai.
Oh, sorry about that.
But yeah, Project Open Table. Find us in one of mine, Undead's, or TV Head's servers. Get in before the public does, and just come be a part of a great space for tabletop gaming. With all that, I will see you guys next time. Have a good night.
Yay.
Yay.
Bye-bye.
And we rated.
I failed.